Evening, gang. All right, here we are at the end of August. Only what is it? Tomorrow, the last day. Is it 31 days in August or 30? I can't remember now. Hang on, let me have a little look. Oh no, another day to go of August, and then we're into September. I mean, blimey, how it goes so quickly. Almost every show I do, whether it's on air or doing my little radio show, I think to myself how quickly time now goes, and I tend to fill in as much time as I can. I don't like to be hanging around doing nothing, do you know what I mean? I find great difficulty sitting there watching a whole film. Is that ADHD? Oh, maybe I'm a Gen Z. Can I get a little tablet for that? ADHD tablet, please. Oh, yeah, a little bit worried about it. Can I have a pill for anxiety as well? Anything else that you can suggest? Anyway, gang, welcome along to our little Sunday night tune chat show. It's a pleasure to be with you as always. Thank you already. There's a lot of messages coming in, which I'll come to in a moment. It's actually quite warm in here today. It's funny. I'm up at the caravan now in Lincolnshire. As I think it says that at the top, doesn't it there? And nice journey last night. Although I must say, when I got out at this end, I sort of got out of the car for, it's a little bit chilly in here. And I checked the thermometer on my car, dashboard thing. And it said like 15 degrees. Yeah, we can pray for 15 degrees in the middle of January, can't we? Can you imagine how hot it would feel if it was 15 degrees and we were in the middle of winter? Yeah, exactly. But not last night. I felt quite chilly. And I'm glad I didn't actually, because today, as I'm sitting here with you at the moment, I'm actually quite warm. Not warm enough to turn on the air conditioning, dear. Oh, no. We don't like to waste money on electricity if we can possibly avoid it. I only turn the fridge on for half an hour a day. Can't understand why everything keeps going green. But it's all right. You just scrape it off with a knife, don't you? Terrible, wasteful bit. There's a little bit of mould on there. Chuck the whole thing away. No, dear. Sharp knife. Off. The foxes are always happy for a piece of mouldy bread. Well, they seem to be anyway. It goes. Someone's eating it. It's not you, is it? Is it you? Eating the mouldy bread I put out for the birds. They don't seem to get ill, do they? You don't get a bird come down or a load of pigeons, which we're lacking pigeons at the moment in my garden back home for some reason. They usually sit on the bleeding roof watching me. There's two here. Oh, yes, and every morning on the caravan roof at approximately 5:30 a.m, they insist on doing a little dance on the living room, on the ceiling, and waking me up. And sometimes all I've got to do is open the front door and they go, and off they go. I think they were having a fight up there one day, because there was definitely more than one up there. Sounded like they were having a fight. I think it was a fight anyway. Very mysterious. Anyway, welcome along to the show. If you're new here, and for some unbeknown reason, there's a lot of people joining us on this little YouTube channel now, and if you're one of them, welcome. Welcome. I hope you enjoy my madness. I don't take much too seriously, okay? But you're very, very welcome. And if you want to contact me and join in the show, you can do that by text message. My text message number is 07460 143393. 07460 143393. If you've never used that before, please put your name and where you're from. Not exact address, unless, of course, you want to come around. You want me to come around for a free meal. Happy to do that. Vegetarian, please, if you don't mind. And it can be. No, it doesn't have to be poshed up. No, it can be. Pardon? Yes. Oh, beans on toast. Perfect. Perfect beans on toast. I had these posh beans yesterday from Waitrose. Yes, dear. £2.75 a jar. Bold beans, I think they were called. Bold beans. And they had a couple of different varieties. They had like the normal ones. I wasn't too keen on those, to be honest, the normal ones. Yesterday I had ones with, I think, chicory or chick something in it. Not chickpeas, no. I don't know. Some sort of spices. And I had those yesterday. And they were really nice on the jacket potato. No, on rice. I had them on rice. Just them and plain wholemeal rice. They were really nice. Bold baked beans. I remember buying those in Waitrose a few weeks ago now. I got to the till. I didn't really look at the price. Beep, £2.75. And I said to the lady, I said, here. I said, these better be bleeding good. She said, why? I said, £2.75? I can get 4 cans of Branson baked beans in Morrison's for that, dear. But they were. And they were really nice, those baked beans. So, you know, you want to invite me round to a meal, baked beans on toast is perfectly all right. You know, I don't mind. Please send your full address and the time at which I'm supposed to appear at your house. So if you want to join in, you can do so by text message 07460 143393. Put your name in and where you're from there, okay? Not your full address, you know, just a town or even just the country, whatever you want to do. Or if you're outside the UK, you can use WhatsApp. It's the same number, 07460 143393. And if you want the UK country code, it's 44. So dial your international access code, probably 00, but it might not be, okay? Followed by 44 for the UK, 7460 143393. See, so you have to omit the O there, although a lot of places they manage to do it automatically now somehow. I don't know how they do it. Anyway, so as I say, quite warm in here tonight, but it's okay. Not that warm that I need to be doing it. The journey up here was nice. I finished work last night. Busy night at work last night. Very busy. Very, very busy Saturday night, which is funny really because I spoke to the governor the week before last. This is not the manager, the person who owns the place, mentioning to him that the Saturdays have been really dire recently and he might want to try something else, which is fine, you know, with or without me. That's fine, because I know it sounds stupid and you could almost, I think, sometimes describe that as cutting your own throat. If I was desperate for the money and work, I wouldn't have done it, you know. But I've done it before now over the last few years where they give you your wages at the end of the night and you think, have you just wasted your money on this? Do you know what I mean? I'm a bit like that. So I mentioned that to him and he said he'd have a little think of something else. And the boss came up to me on Friday night. I said, "You all right?" He said, yeah. He looks a bit nervous, actually. He says, "I think we're doing too much karaoke." I said, "Oh, yeah, I spoke to Duncan the other week." All right. So obviously it's come down now. You see, it's come down. But he didn't say that. He didn't say that. So I think we might lose the Saturday night. And, of course, Sod's Law, the last 2 weeks on a Saturday have been really good. It's a bit soul-destroying when you have a horrible journey into work, and I do every single time that I go and work for the karaoke. I do a little karaoke night. That's at Central Station Bar in Wharfdale Road, King's Cross in London. And the journey there is just awful. It's the traffic is unbelievable. It really is. And I used to do a similar journey back in the 80s and 90s to the Black Cat, where I was there for 18 years. And I could leave my house at 9:15 and be there at 9:30. Now, I have to leave my house at 4 o'clock and I'm lucky to get there at 6. So you can see as time has moved on, more cars on the road, those idiot Uber drivers cutting up people left, right and centres, nightmare cyclists and scooterists who don't seem to understand, or they do know how to, I'm sure they do know how to use the road, they just choose to do their own thing. I would say 99% of them, it's as high as that, go through red lights, they zigzag through like hordes of people trying to cross across zebra crossings. Awful. And before you say anything, I cycle myself. In fact, I now am the proud owner of cycling shorts. Oh, they're awful. They're awful. But before you say anything, not those lycra type thing. I mean, I suppose it is lycra, that stuff. But the idea, the reason I bought those is because if I go on a long journey, i.e. longer than 20 minutes, 20 minutes you start feeling it, your bum goes numb. It's awful. And it aches and hurts. And I'd like to be able to go for longer cycle rides. I really would. So there's this bloke who goes up to the gym that I go to. Who's, I suppose, he's probably a bit younger because he's married, you see. And married men do tend to look a lot older than the puffs, i.e. me. Do you know what I mean? They do, it's just how it is. They've had a hard life, looking after the kids and all that. Well, I haven't had to do any of that, have I? Do you know what I mean? So, and plus, of course, probably some of you ladies, you're very difficult to live with. I'm sure you are. You know, there's your poor husband trying to sit down there peacefully, having a little nap in the chair. I mean, look at him over there. I bet he's like that now, and he girls. Oh, look at him there. Get rid of it and get a new one, dear. A new one. Yes. If you've got a bit of money, look, girls, you're fine. You're fine. And he's anyway, this bloke he's always on a bike up there, and he's got that, and he had the cycling shorts on. I said, can I tell you, do they make it easier to cycle on your bum? And he said, oh yes, you need padded ones. I said, how much do I need to spend on them? He said, no more than about 35 quid. 35, 40 quid maximum. He said, you can buy them like hundreds of pounds. Don't bother, they all do the same thing. Go down Sports Direct. He reckons that really helps. That and the saddle, apparently. So I've got the shorts so far. The good news is, everyone, I'm very pleased to tell you this, right? They don't need to be on show. You can wear them underneath a normal pair of shorts, because I don't want to look like some of these Herberts on the driving in the Lycra, love. No. Oh, my God, what do they look like? And perhaps I should have got a nice bright orange one, or green, luminous green pair of shorts. I would have a whole outfit, the Lycra top, the bib. It's a bib, isn't it? It's a bib it goes over your shoulders. I feel like I'm in bleeding Holland. They all wear those, don't they, in Holland? I've never been to Holland yet. I've still got to go there. Holland. So I'm waiting. I bought some in Sports Direct, but I also ordered a pair, and they're taking forever to get here. This company that does the deliveries, it's one of those companies that takes your order and then sends out your item, in this case a pair of shorts, and then to a delivery company who send them. Now, this delivery company is called Relay. Anyone heard of them? Because I haven't. And they keep emailing me, right? I've had about 4 emails in the last week. Save time, pick up your parcel at a Relay shop. Avoid delivery delays. Switch to pick up now and collect your parcel when it's convenient for you. Well, it's only a pair of cycling shorts, and they're not very dear, right? If it's a dear... Well, actually, all my Amazon stuff, I get that delivered to the Co-op or the post office, both within a short walking distance of my house. But this is at other places, which are a little bit further away. Easily done on a bike. Easily done on a bike. But I think, no, deliver them to my address. And I've had 4 things from them now. They can't be bothered to bring them round to your house. That's what all that's about. They probably got the delivery free from the people that have sold them to me, right? I don't know. Say I have no idea. Say it's 5 quid, right? But it's probably only £1 to take them to a delivery point, rather than £5 to get them to your house, because it's all time, isn't it? It's all time. Oh, the days of good delivery have all gone, darlings. Unless, of course, it's John Lewis. They're very good. They always stick to times and things. John Lewis, very, very high opinion of John Lewis. And Selfridges as well, anywhere like that. And of course you pay for it, you pay for it. But Relay, save time, pick up your parcel at a Relay shop, and it goes manage delivery, and you click on that, click on manage delivery, and then it gives you, it says last chance to choose collection. Collection is only available for a short period of time. Don't miss it. Well, it's been a week I've been getting these emails. Tool shop. A Great Hollands Square. Oh, it's a cycle. That's like an hour there. It's not an hour there and back, but by the time you've gone there, spoken to someone, maybe had a little look around and then come back, it's an hour of my time. I haven't got an hour to spare, dear. No, very busy. Look, very, very busy person. Very busy. Very busy. Look, September, busy. October, very busy. Busy. I ain't got time to go round. Hang on. I ain't got time to go around collecting parcels at various places. And why have they only given me one place as well? Why isn't there a selection of different places? And I've got delivery details delivered to my address, and there's my address there, But they're desperate for you to go and pick it up because they can't be bothered to bring it round to your house. Shocking state of affairs. Anyway, when the cycling shorts arrive, don't worry, I might do a little modelling show for you. And and a future video may be me as a model walking along the catwalk, i.e. my path outside the front of my house. modelling that. And don't worry, ladies, you will see from the front and the back. You can't wait to see a picture of my bum, can you? As I walk along slowly like one of those girls on the catwalk. Have you seen the fellas doing those catwalks? Oh, they look so far up themselves, don't they? Anyway, that's my little chat for you to start with this morning. I left work last night about actually I was out really. I don't know how I managed that. I was in the car at 6 minutes past 11. I finished at 11. I don't know how I managed that. And like I say, it was a really, really good night last night. Very busy. The only thing is when it's busy, if you're there, you don't sing much, and I think most people, I don't think anyone sung more than twice last night. And the same thing happened on Friday. Friday is the better out of the two nights, usually, although sometimes it swaps over. But we'll see what happens with that karaoke. And I may have a spare Saturday. What could I do on a spare Saturday? What could I do, I wonder? I'm sure there's something will drop into place, and that's fine. And I left there 6 minutes past 11. My friend Roy rang me up, or I rang him last night. We must have been on the phone a good hour and a half, on the hands-free. Oh, judges everywhere, aren't they? On the hands-free, don't worry. On the phone for about an hour and a half. And it's good. You don't really get cut off anymore. I think it happened once. We get cut off once. When you're on a long journey and you used to just keep getting cut off. That doesn't really happen anymore. And I'm on the 3 network. I don't know what network you're on or how good it is. But I'm on the 3 network. You don't really get cut off. And it got to about 45 minutes to go. And we parted company on the phone. But what a difference that makes. When you're on a long journey and you've got someone to talk to on the phone. What a complete difference that makes. It goes so quickly, but that last 45 minutes, it really drags, and I'm like, oh dear. I thought I was going to have to pull over at one point and have a little sleep. And I got out at this end, and as I say, it was a little bit chilly last night. A little bit chilly. I actually put the heating on in the bedroom last night. It would have been about 2 in the morning. So that was that. And then 2 in the morning, and I got up again at, I suppose I went to bed half hour later, 2:30. I was up again at 7:30. And this morning I played the organ at St. Mary's Church in Boston. Whenever I come up here, they have no one. So they either have me once a month or no one. I did say to the lady, if she ever finds someone else to be able to do it regularly, then just let me know and I'll step aside, because they need that there. They do need that there. But they had a different priest today. Oh, he was nice enough, don't get me wrong. He was from the Cameroon, right? There's something going on generally with different Catholic churches, and you don't have to be Catholic to want to know this, right? But a lot of the churches are kind of joining up and the priests have started revolving. So if you've got 3 churches, 3 priests, right? That priest, once a month, he will go here, he will go, it's all his. He will go here, he will go here, he will go here, once a month. So they rotate. Getting ready, I fear, for when we haven't got enough priests to go round. You see? Then we may end up with 2 who go there, then they do one mass there and one mass there. I think that's what's going on there, and they're kind of preparing for the future where they don't have so many priests. But this one was from the Cameroon yesterday. He's an assistant, and he was all right. But the sermon, oh my word, it must have been 20-25 minutes. It was too long. It was too long. And that's kind of in the first third of the mass or service. And then he did a little one at the end as well. I couldn't understand why it was like a little mini sermon at the end as well. Oh, it did go on, dear. Oh, and I looked at the clock when it had all finished, and I'm walking out the door. It's 11:20. Started at 10. Hour and 20 minutes. Apparently, he told him the other week it was his first week there. Because he's like, I think he's permanent now, or for a period of time. He told him last week where he comes from, the mass is a minimum of an hour and a half long. Oh, dear. Very, very long. I've got things to do, dear. I've got to get the show ready for you, haven't I? Yeah, exactly. Right, let's read some of your delightful messages. Thank you for sending those in, boys and girls. If you want to send a message, just down there is my text number, 07460 143393. Or if you're outside the UK, feel free to use the WhatsApp on the same number, 07460 143393. And if you need the international code, it's 44 for the UK. So 44... what is it? 44. Oh, it's thrown me that as 44. Hang on, 44 7460 143393. That's it. Alrighty. Stu and Sarah are with us. Good evening to Stu and Sarah. Hello to you two lovely people. Good evening, Chris. Great karaoke this week. Really busy both nights. Yes, indeed it was. We do a live karaoke stream. If you ever fancy watching that, boys and girls. Now, I do swear a little bit on that one. All right, because we're out in a pub and that's what happens in pubs, okay? But it's all in context. And sometimes I do think, anyone watching this now must think I'm really horrible sometimes with certain people. But if you watch it for a few weeks, you'll realise it's the same people all the time. And they're already in on the joke. All right? So that's the Karaoke London channel on Facebook. There's no adverts on there, or at least there shouldn't be, because of the copyright. We can't do anything with that. All right, so Karaoke London is the YouTube channel. Write that down and join us every Friday and Saturday night around about 8 p.m. All righty, Gary Ross is there, over there in Orr, Northern Ireland. Evening, Gary. Hope you're having a fantastic weekend. Yeah, it's only just started, really, for me, Gary. After this show, I get a chance to have a little bit of a sit down. I have been on the go for days. Seriously, on the go for days. But that's how I like it, Can't be bored. Hello to Mike Rees-Ponto. Evening to you, sir. Welcome along to the show there. The lovely Patricia in Manchester joining us there. Evening, Patricia. Good evening, gorgeous. How are you? Correct, gorgeous. Have you got dirt in your eyes? I sent... one of my friends, one of my younger friends, was in church in London today, and he said, "Send me some pictures of where you are." And he sent one of where he is. I'll show you the picture I sent. So this is this morning, right? Hang on. Oh, I've got other pictures to show. Oh, I didn't put them on the internet. I'll just show them to you on the phone. That'll be all right. Hang on, where is it now? There's where is he? There's one of it. There's me. There's me this morning. Can you see that all right? No, you can't. Let me turn the brightness down on this and you'll be able to see it. All right. There's me this morning. That's just before we started. Already there in Boston. Look at me looking all intelligent. And there's a picture of him here as well somewhere. Where is it? I can't find it now. No, that's not going to be in my pictures, is it? And there's the church, inside the church. It's quite plain, really. Quite a plain church, but it's all right. It's nice. There you go. And that was earlier on this morning. So busy bee. Anyway, Patricia says, "Good evening, gorgeous. How are you?" I thought I'd mention that twice. The fact that she calls me gorgeous. I think she is speaking from one of those homes for the blind, to be honest. Are you, Patricia? Have you got cataracts or something, my love? She says, "I'm getting my hair done while listening to you. Please speak up over the hairdryer and the noisy hairdresser, Amy." Yeah, shut up, Amy. Keep it down a little bit, love, will you? She's trying to hear what I've got to say. How rude. What a rude lady, Amy. Get another one who does it quietly. Why can't we have quiet hairdryers? What about those Dyson ones? Are they quiet? I was out with my nephew and his family. Gary, Stacey, his wife, who you sometimes see with cooking shows. She's coming round tomorrow to do one, to do a cooking show in the airport with me, which you may or may not see this week. I don't know. It depends how quickly I can get it together. And there was also great nephew Harry, great niece Evie, who I'd taken for an afternoon tea. I've got some pictures to show you of that. And also baby Charlie. And we went past the Dyson shop. And Gary pointed out they got fans. They got these fans and they're like an oval thing. All right? And he said they're £500, these fans. They're not even air conditioning. Right? £500 some of these fans are, the Dyson ones. That's crazy, isn't it? I know the Dyson hairdressers are dear. I know that because they've got them in Claridge's. They've got them just sitting there in the drawer. Hang on, Dyson hairdryer, how much are they? What? I mean, I'm not being funny. What does the Dyson hairdryer do that the £20 job from Argos doesn't do? Eh? What does it say? Dyson Supersonic hairdryer. Okay, shop. Right, hang on, let's see how much one of those is. Do you want a picture? How's the picture today? Is it holding out all right? Oh, there's a look at that. There's a bright. Hang on, let me just close this door because the sun's on me. There we go. Sorry to spoil your viewing pleasure. It looked like I was about to be beamed up somewhere then, didn't it? Oh dear. Right, Dyson air dryers. Let's have a little look here. I bet they're dear. Thanks for your messages, okay? We're quite busy with the messages, so it might take me a little while to get through them, my darlings. All right. Is this going to work? Oh, here we are. Hair dryers. Oh, here we are. 400. Oh, don't look. Is that it? Looks a very strange thing. Don't look like a whole hair. Oh no, there is a cheaper one. Hang on. There's a cheaper one here. Hang on. Let me show you. I'm just taking a picture of myself. What an idiot. It don't look like much to me. Yeah, look. What a funny looking thing that is. Look. That's a hairdryer. It looks like one of those toys, doesn't it, girls? Hairdryer. £339, that. God. Oh, it's a cheaper one. Dyson Supersonic hairdryer. They all look the same, though. Dyson Supersonic hairdryer, straight and wavy, Prussian blue, rich copper, £289 for a bleeding hairdryer. How much is a hairdryer in Argos? Hair dryer Argos. They don't even look like hair dryers, do they? I don't know. Come on, let's get another one. Oh, that's better. That looks like a hair dryer. £14. And I bet they last just as long. Here, look. 14 quid. And that looks like hair dryer to me, doesn't it, you? £14. I've never heard anything like it. £300 on a bleeding hair dryer. These people have got more money than sense, haven't they? I don't know. Evening to Jason Hughes and Maureen joining us there. She came and sang us a little tune last night, didn't you? Thank you, Maureen. I can't. Was you there Friday? I don't think it was there Friday. No, she had terrible trouble with the buses on Friday, poor Maureen. So she couldn't get it. She gave up in the end. Look who it is. It's Dawn up north. Yeah, she lives near my sister. Near my niece in Lossiemouth. And Dawn writes, "Hi Chris, seeing as you are such a huge football fan," excuse me while I just yawn, please. Oh God, oh football, oh God. Oh, it's nothing worse than a load of blokes sitting there talking about football. Well, you're probably one of them, aren't you? Sitting there with all the blokes talking about football. Oh, yeah. Did you see the ref, mate? Yeah, he said, oh, no, he missed that one. Oh, please do us a favour. I've never seen such a gay sport in all my life. There's all these fellas, 15, 30 fellas, jumping in the bath together naked. Something wrong there, mate. Something wrong there. Oh, don't you say that about our... I'm not the one in the bath naked with them all, dear. I'm thinking of becoming a football or rugby bath water tester. And before the lads get in the pool, I'll be in there just sitting in there, you know, checking that the water's not too hot for them when they all come in there. I don't mind a little bit of mud slushing around in that water. Doesn't bother me. They'd run a mile, wouldn't they? Anyway, Dawn says, I thought I'd let you know my team is currently winning 4-1. Oh, I'm sorry, Dawn. Oh, God. Oh, no. My team is winning 4-1 with only 10 minutes left to go. Well, I think that passed about half an hour ago, didn't it? By the amount I'm chatting tonight. I'm hooting and roaring. My neighbours must be wondering what the racket is. I'm a fan of Audi baked beans. I think they're about 40p a tin. Oh, that's not bad, is it? I don't think I've tried the Audi or own brand ones. My favourite brand baked beans are Branson's. And they're not the dearest ones. Usually get 4 cans for £3.50. Best place for those. Oh, what's the name of that place? Roy was talking about it the other day. Not is it BLM? BLM is it? B&M. 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 There's two places, B&M and another place, and generally you get 4 cans in there for £3.50, which is very reasonable. At the other end of the scale, of course, is the beans I bought from Waitrose in a jar, not in a tin, in a jar, I'll have you know. £2.75, right? But the Co-op, there, dear. I think 1 tin of Heinz baked beans is like £1.75 in there. It's dear in the Co-op, innit? Convenience, you see, it's convenience. Hello to Dean in Surrey. All is well here, Dean. Thank you for your little message there. Nice to have you with us. Kate and Matt are there in Bulgaria. And Kate and Matt kindly sent me an Amazon voucher. Didn't you? I haven't spent it yet. Thank you very much for the Amazon voucher. Very, very kind of you. Apparently, you can send an Amazon voucher, because people are saying, how can we send you stuff? Well, it's really kind. Number one, you don't need to send me anything, all right? And number two, you can't physically send anything in the post. I don't have a post office address to be able for you to send anything, I'm afraid. I did used to once, and then in a year, the fee went dramatically up. And I thought, no, you're taking the mick. No, I'm not paying that, so I cancelled it. But Katie and Matt found a way of sending an Amazon voucher on WhatsApp. Don't ask me how they did it, but they found out. Anyway, they write in Bulgaria. Good evening, Chris. Hope you're well and have had a lovely week. Enjoyed the show last night. You're almost at 9,000 subscribers now. Yeah, and I don't know why. I haven't done anything different. That's the weird thing about it. I've been doing this since 2006, I think it was. And I've looked at the graph before, and for like 18 years, it's like, you know, say that's the bottom of the graph, and I'm like here. Like here. And then last October, when we did the Isle of Wight video, it went whoosh like that. And ever since then, it's been doing all right. It's funny. I swear YouTube, some of it is about what you know. And algorithms and all that sort of thing. And Martin helps me with things like that. And descriptions and titles, keywords and thumbnails, which is the little picture. You know, when you open up YouTube and you're on your homepage, there's always little pictures of different shows from the great and the terrible, right? And anything in between. I'm probably rather at the terrible level, but that's okay. They're called thumbnails, those little pictures. So he taught me that, and there was a little bit of a bounce here and there, but it was the one in the garden centre on the Isle of Wight that I did with Gary and his tribe, and for some reason that did really well. And ever since then, it's been going up a bit here and there, and it's great. It's great. But I don't know where in the last 4 or 5 weeks, I don't know why it's just shot up so far. You can promote YouTube videos quite legally within YouTube. I don't know if I told you this last week. I hate to repeat myself, but basically you can advertise a specific video. So the last one I advertised was me and Stacey doing a lasagna. So to get to advertise, right? So then YouTube will then push that to more people than would normally see it had you not have done it. Yeah. So it's an advert, and I don't mind telling you the cost of that is £75 for 2 weeks. Okay, which is fine. So I did that, but that finished weeks ago, literally weeks ago, and I don't know. So yeah, and it's nice to have some more people along, and the more people that I can make smile or enjoy life a little bit better. That's what it is to me. It's not about money or anything like that. You know, I'm all right. I'm a landlord. You know, if I want more money, I just put the rents up, love. Rack 'em up, dear. Rack 'em up. No, I'm not that bad actually. Yeah. So it's about the more the merrier, really. Yeah, that's what it is to me. Thank you to Matt and Katie in Bulgaria. And they say, wish it was 15 degrees here, Chris. I'm done with summer now. It's still in the low to mid-30s in Bulgaria, you see. You know, it's hotter there than it is here. I mean, I think we've had our hot weather now. I think that's it. And my God, what a summer! I ain't complaining. I'm not complaining about the summer. You know, I'm lucky enough in here, and also at my home. I had the cold air put in years ago. When I had a bit of spare money, I had the cold air put in. I did one room at a time. I haven't got all the rooms done, but for example, at home I've got 4 rooms done in here, the living room and the bedroom. Although I must say the unit in the living room struggled this year. Oh yeah. I think it was really overcome with the heat. But it's great. So hopefully you'll get a bit of cool soon. Today it's been really nice, about 22, 23 degrees, just perfect weather. You know, you can walk around, do stuff and not get uncomfortable, can you? Oh, you've sent that over on WhatsApp as well, haven't you, Kate, darling? Let me just... Oh, that's a little bit confusing, darling. There we are. That's it. Let's do that and do that. Hang on a minute, love. Oh, can't see the whole screen. There we go. That's done. Dottie in Mablethorpe. Hello, my love. Little Dot is there. Hello, darling. She sent me something as well, didn't you, Dottie, you naughty girl? Hi, Chris. Looking forward to another show. What have you got there? Carl asked me if I wanted to some cake guess which plate is mine. Oh, you've eaten all the cake. Look, she's eating all the cake. Oh, gosh. Hang on, look. Which cake do you think is Dottie's and which cake is her husband's? Have you had the lot, love? Thank you, Carl and Dottie. Nice to hear from you every week there, aren't you? Down there in Mablethorpe, which is it's a nice place, Mablethorpe. They had along the coast done not too long ago, and it's all quite nice and smooth, ice cream vans. In the town itself, there's a really cheap shop there, and your typical, I hope you don't mind me saying so, slightly run-down shops there, going down the main road, a really cheap shop, which is great to go in there and buy things really that you don't really need. It's one of those shops, you know, a little bit like Pound Shop, isn't it? You ever go in a Pound Shop and buy a basket full of stuff that you don't really need? Yeah, you have as well. I've done that as well. Simon in Oakhampton, hello to you. Good evening, Chris. I hope you sat on a concrete chair tonight. No. Oh, don't. You couldn't make it up, really, could you? 2 weeks ago, I fell back on the chair. And last night's comments and questions show, which I recorded quite even earlier this week at 7:20 in the morning, I got out into the garden to record that yesterday in my Disney shirt. And I was mucking around a little bit. I was pretending to be a plane. So I don't know what the neighbours think, really. Running around the garden. And... I kind of sat back down on the chair a little bit too heavy. It's one of those, those director's chairs with a bit of material that you sit on. Well, it tore. It could be very, very dangerous, that. Very, very dangerous. It tore, didn't it? Anyway, Simon in Oakhampton says, evening, Chris. Hope you're sat on a concrete chair tonight. Might be safer. I did notice on the cooking show you were giving Mark Bowles a cracking shot while bending down in the cupboards or Grand Canyon. Did I? I didn't notice that. It's funny, people who I know. Obviously, I know you. I know everyone here now. I know everyone here. But people who I really know, like Cousin Helen, for example, she will ring up and say, "Oh, that was funny. What was that? Well, you went out to the freezer and you were rummaging around through the freezer, right?" She said, "Well, it was really funny because we couldn't see it. All we can hear is this noise." And you're like, it never occurred to me that might be funny. Do you know what I mean? Funny, isn't it? So I don't even remember bending over in front of the camera yesterday. Did I? Did you enjoy that? Did you, Simon from Oakhampton? I might make a little note of that. Perv. Won't get away with this on the BBC, would you? Can you imagine old Graham Norton saying that? I wish he'd have a shower, bless him. Simon in Oakhampton says, I spoke to my bosses at Sainsbury's to sponsor your cooking shows, and I got laughed at as they said you would just waste ingredients burning them. Nearly burnt. Oh, no, you haven't seen that yet. Who sent in the sponge, the strawberry and desiccated coconut? It was... It was Dottie and Mablethorpe, wasn't it? You sent me that in, didn't you, last week? I've done that now. Done it. But it's not on. This is how far ahead I am. Sorry to make you wait. It's not on until, I think it's October. Yep. Thursday the 1st of October, that one. Your recipe there, Dottie, and thank you very much for sending it in. Loads of recipes coming in. I mean, loads. I've got to get through them all somehow, but we're only doing one cooking thing a week. I like to do something and a cooking one, and that's kind of just fallen into place like that. It was never intended. So Tuesday is something, going out, trying something out, whatever, and Thursday is cooking show now. You know, to catch up, I really should do more cooking shows during the week, but you know, it's all time. You know, it's what fits in and it's what you fancy doing, really. But I do appreciate all your recipes coming in. All right, and there's a big long list of them, so you might have a little bit of a wait before I can get around to your one. All right, my darlings. Simon says you could do karaoke from home, people phoning in. I did try and do that once, but there's a bit of an issue with delays and things like that going on. I looked at it when we had the COVID thing going on, so that perhaps people could ring in and sing while I'm playing the background music. The trouble is, when the voice comes in and I'm playing the music, to you at the other end, it would sound okay. But the music has to get to the person singing. And it created a delay and it just sounded awful. So we couldn't get that going, you know. I'm sure the BBC, if they did it, they'd be able to get it going. Sandra in Rugby is there. Hello, Sandra. All right, my love. Sandra says, please keep doing your cooking videos. You're a joy to watch. Thank you very much, Sandra. It's all about having a little bit of a laugh. We don't do any serious there. And like I've said so many times before on the show, you know, if you're watching my shows to learn how to do something, you're making a big mistake. All right? It's just me having a go at something. And you also seem to quite like it when Stacey tells me off. I don't know why that is. Thank you very much. Emma in Portugal. Hello, Emma. You all right, darling? Hi, Chris. Hope you're well. I've got a Dyson copy fan. €25 from Aldi. There you go. 24 quid, 23 quid. I don't know if they've still got any there. Thank you, Emma. And you're happy with that one, are you? I presume it's quite good. £500 for a fan. Do me a favour. Shocking state of affairs. Hello to Matt Martins in Canada. Hello to you, sir. He's in Winnipeg. Sending lots of love. We hope you're doing well. He says, speaking of beans, how'd you like to join us for supper this evening, as we're going to have Bush baked beans from the USA. They're my favourite. Bush's baked beans from the USA. You know what I think it is? They put brown sugar in it. I think that's what gives it its flavour. Yeah, I think that's what it is. They do all sorts of beans there. The Bush baked beans. They do beans with little bits of bacon in it and all sorts. Obviously, I don't have that one, but yeah, all sorts. And Matt says, watching to... Oh, what's going on here, dear? Why can't I open that? Oh, hang on. There we go. Matt says, watching today with the entire family, including his little boy Jake, Emma, Dad, that's his dad, Bob. Hello, Bob. Mum, Lorraine. Hello, Lorraine. All right. Sister Kim. Hello, sister. And nephews Josh and Seth. Team Canada loves United Kingdom talk. Thank you very much, Matt, and all your family there. Are you having a little bit of a food thing going on as well, like a little buffet? We do like a buffet. We like a free buffet at a restaurant. At a wedding. That's what I've got. If anyone's having a wedding and you want me to turn up, please, as long as there's a buffet, I'll be there. You and I can make it right. La la da 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 da. Just call my name. I'll be there. For the free buffet, that is, of course. We do like a free buffet. Thank you very much. Austin's there. Hello, Austin, in South Africa. He says, hi, Chris. Just joined the chat. We've been away for a month and are catching up with the vlogs. Here is a picture of the eclipse I took in Spain. That's a great picture you've got there. That's a great picture. Looks like a pimple, doesn't it? Looks like a little pimple. Look, that's the eclipse that they saw in Spain. I gather the next full eclipse is in Sydney, in Australia, I believe. That's what someone told me. Don't know if that's true or not. Perhaps someone can look that up, but I'm sure that's where it is. Hello to Karen Giggles. Karen Giggles. Is that a real name? Come on, you've put that in. Karen, if you're a giggler, I'm happy. We like happy people, dear. Happy people. That's what we like. Karen says, would you ever think of doing a Barry Manilow night? Karen Giggles and in Dublin. What do you mean by a Barry Manilow night? Look, what with do you mean like a radio show playing Barry Manilow records? Is that what you mean? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that, my love. Tell me a little bit more, my love, all right? Hello to Mary Harding. Hello, Mary. Hi, Chris. Talking of deliveries, I bought a Vax vacuum cleaner around 9 o'clock last night. It was delivered by Royal Mail today at 12:50. Not even 24 hours. It's good, isn't it? It's good, isn't it? I've had the same. What was that noise? Did you hear that? What was that noise? Was that the WhatsApp making that noise? It's a funny noise, wasn't it? I'll come back to that in a moment. Hang on, let me just. What's that do? What's that do? Yeah, well, let's cut the noise from that. I don't know what that was. I heard a little noise. It went. Did you hear that? Strange. Anyway, yeah. I mean, I've ordered stuff on the Amazon, Mary, and that too has come in hours. Very good, very clever, isn't it? She said, that's what I call excellent customer services. Free delivery too. That's what we like, dear. Free delivery. I always get free delivery on Amazon. You don't need Prime. Don't need Prime. There's always somewhere, I say always, about 95% of the time, you look at your delivery Amazon, $4.99 delivery. Somewhere down there, it will be free. Generally, that is either to your house or more often to a pickup point. You've probably got an Amazon pickup point near you. I have two, both walking distance. The Co-op, 5 minutes walk away, or the post office, 10 minutes walk away, or just a couple of minutes on the bicycle. And that's what I never pay for delivery. Very rarely. Sometimes there is no free delivery. But thank you very much, Mary. And she's just down the road from where we used to go on holiday. I used to go to Brocklesham Bay as a child. In fact, I was hoping to go there before it gets too cold. What day is it? It's Tuesday, Wednesday. So what's next week? Sunday, not Monday. Can't do Monday. I could go Tuesday or Thursday. So I'm going to put that down. I'm going to put that down here. Brocklesham Bay. And Mary lived just down the road from there in a nice little place, actually, where we also were near the Witterings, aren't you? Near the Witterings, yeah. Thank you, Mary. Karen, you singing and playing Barry Manilow hits. Oh, I don't think people would want me to sing too much. They're all right with the odd song. Can you just imagine my sister tearing her hair out? Oh, it'd be worth doing just to watch that, just to upset her. I do love to upset my sister as much as possible. She's busy tonight. Her and her husband are at the... Oh, what's that name? The... that little cafe that they go to, and they're doing a fundraising event today, so they won't be on tonight. Okay, there's no 8 o'clock there's no 8 o'clock show tonight on Butler's Empire. Just in case you, I know a lot of you swap over there as soon as I've finished. Well, actually, sometimes before I finish. It has been noted. Jason Hughes, Gary Ross. 8 o'clock comes. That's it. You're gone, mate. You're done. You don't wait for me to finish. Oh, no, can't. I have to go now. Wow. It's okay. It's okay. I understand. I understand where your loyalty lies. I understand. I do my best to finish bang on 8 o'clock, as you well know. Although it doesn't matter tonight so much, as they're not on. However, the regular Butler's Empire show is on tomorrow night instead of tonight. Probably at the same time, which would be 8 o'clock. All right, so they've moved it from tonight to tomorrow night for this week as they're doing the fundraiser. One of my sister's friends, she was at the top of a set of stairs. She's 60, and she tipped backwards and she's paralysed from the neck downwards. So that's what they're raising money for tonight. And I gather that's been on since 4 o'clock this afternoon. I haven't heard anything from anyone, so presumably that's going right, and they can raise some money for that poor lady there. All right. Vanessa's there in Barnsley. Hello, Vanessa. All right. Hi, Chris. I'm not a football fan. Let me shake your hand, Vanessa. I think we'll get on very well, my love. Not like the Scottish. Oh, old Dawn up north. She can't wait to be kicking a ball around or watching it. Dear me. Do you get to get into the bath with all them fellas, Dawn? I'm jealous. Vanessa says, hi Chris, I'm not a football fan, but I had to laugh at the Beijing games. My goodness, if you get a chance to see robots playing football, it's hilarious. I saw the reports. I saw the report start, but I kind of didn't watch it. So, yeah. Do they do it, or do they keep falling over? It's a bit scary, all these robots that can run around and all that stuff, aren't they? You know? It's a little bit scary, that. Andy Eglerton there. Hello, Andy. All is well here. Thank you for your kind words there, Andy. Who else we got here? Gerard and Hannah. Hello, Gerard and Hannah. All right, they're in Lincoln, so not too far from me at the moment. I have been a few times to St. Hugh's Church, the Catholic Church. You know that one? It's kind of in the shadow of the cathedral, really. That's a lovely old place, that is. Lovely old place. There's a lady, but there's the only thing, there's a lady there who plays the piano, and they got a decent amount of people in the choir, but it's a bit slow. You know, it's a little bit like that. And I'm sorry, but when I'm playing, I like it to be joyous. You know, a little bit joyous. I hope you find this fun joyous, this show joyous. That's what I like to do, be joyous. And it's a little bit slow. Yeah. That being said, I'm sure she's got a huge amount of talent, you know, and she runs the whole thing. But I think she's... Oh, I don't like to say... No, I think she's one of those very important people. Do you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. She comes across as very, very important. Mind you, we have a very important person here usually, Shania from the Isle of Wight. She's often here. She's a very important person, but not in that same way. She is. Shania is actually very important. Gerard and Hannah say, evening Chris, the more you cycle, the more you don't get sore. It's sore for the first few months, but if you cycle more, it gets less and less. You'll have to record some videos of your cycles, and that's from Gerald and Hannah in Lincoln. Actually, I was thinking of getting this you can get this little thing for my camera, what either goes on your shoulder or on your chest or on the bike handlebars itself. And you know that little camera, that little handheld camera I've got, it's quite good at stability. So I could actually do that. I know what you're saying there, Gerald, because when I was a kid, me and my friend Peter Watts, we used to go for miles cycling on our bikes. Miles. And we never got sore ass. Never. It's only now. But on the other hand, Gerald and Hannah, I only tend to use it to go to and from the shops or to and from church. And that's a maximum of like, I don't know, 20 minutes each way. That's it. No, it's not even 20 minutes. It's about 15 minutes each way. So, of course, when I've done the long trip to, during COVID this is before I had the electric bike. I had a normal bike, right? When I had that, I was all right. It was all right going there, and it was a good 40 minutes. Didn't seem to be too bad getting there. You're starting to get a bit uncomfortable. But then on the way back, oh my God, my bum was really painful. But none of that when I was a kid. And you're quite right about that, getting used to it, because I used to cycle to work from Roehampton in southwest London to Wimbledon. And I used to cycle across Wimbledon Common, all weathers. Oh, it was a lovely bike ride, especially in the summer. And if I was on an early, like 8 a.m., I used to leave my mum and dad's house at 7 o'clock in the morning, jump on my bike, and I'd cross, and it was busy then, Roehampton Lane, and then get onto Wimbledon Common. I'd cycle right across Wimbledon Common, coming out at Wimbledon Hill, and then I'd go down the back road, carry the bike down a few sets of steps, and then lock it up at the BT telephone exchange. And I've got to tell you, now that I've mentioned it, I can see that in my head now. getting up, I don't know, 6:30, I suppose, getting up in the morning. And mum was a proper house mum, if you see what I mean. Does all the breakfasts and all that. None of this doing it yourself. She'd do all the breakfast, have the breakfast. So see you later, mum. And off I go on my bike. And sometimes it was raining, but I had wet things, I could put those on. That was okay. Even I think I went in the snow once as well. And I can see that. I can see the journey now right in front of me. Isn't that funny? How you can bring back, almost like run the film in your head again. Went under an underpass from one side of under the A3 it was. So you had to go under the A3 from what I remember. Where did I go from there? Well, do you know, why don't I just put my bike in my car? Oh, it's a bit big. That's the trouble. These electric bikes are not really, unless you get the fold up one. If I got a fold up one, I could probably go to other places, because you can't actually take an electric bike on a train. It has to be a specific fold up model to go on a train. No electric scooters, no electric bikes. I believe there's one model that they were allowed on a train. I don't know why. Oh, that might be an idea, mightn't it? Once I've got this like strap thing. Has anyone got any experience of those? Like this little strap thing where you put your camera on and it sits there, or on your shoulder. I just imagine if it was on your shoulder, it might keep slipping down. So, and on the handlebars, I would imagine it would shake a lot more on handlebars, wouldn't it? One of those little cameras. But it'd be a nice thing to do. Nice thing to do. And then if you have your little kitty cat thing on top of the microphone, you won't get the wind problem. I've got these headphones as well that I wear. If I want to use the telephone while I'm out. And the slightest bit of wind, and the other person on the other end of the phone can't hear me. So, is it really windy where you are? It might be just a gentle breeze, but that's enough to put it off. I've discovered a way around that. Put a woolly hat over it, literally. So you've got your headphones on like this. They're those open-end Bluetooth ones. I've had them about 3 years now, 2.5, 3 years now. They go on like that. And then you get a... excuse me. Sorry, a little burp. Sorry. And then you pull your woolen hat over them like that. And that stops the wind coming down. So just an idea. But yeah, it was nice, that cycle across Wimbledon Common all those years ago when I was 18. 18 then. Where's that gone? Whoosh! 18. Whoosh! 63. Where did that go? Shania. Hello, Chris. Does that mean I can claim credit to your YouTube subscriber increase? What do you mean, can you claim credits to Shania? She's very important on the Isle of Wight. She is an actual very important person. Not one of those that says, oh, I'm a very important person. No, she wouldn't say that. She is very important. But what do you mean I can claim credit to your YouTube subscriber? Have you only just subscribed then, Shania? I should be very disappointed if you've only just subscribed, my dear. Meeting up with her in October. Have we decided whether or not we want the organ playing or not? Whatever you want to do is fine, Shania. I'll be there anyway for a nice mass with you. And maybe another meal out with your dad and maybe your brother this time as well. That'd be quite nice. All right. Simon in Oakhampton. Sounds weird, Chris. You talking about strap-ons. Well, yes, that's what it is. It straps onto your shoulder there, Simon. Simon is hoping that Julie phones in a little bit later on. Yeah, because we didn't hear from her last week, did we? No, fingers crossed she'll call in today. Steph Pennell's there. Hello, Steph. Hello. Can you say happy anniversary to my hubby, Mark? 14 years. Loving the show. Happy anniversary to you. I wish I could find someone. I did have a long-term relationship once in a sauna for about 15 minutes. That's really the long... Listen, I don't care, mate. I don't care. If you don't like it, go. We are here to have a laugh about everything. I could go further. Believe me, I could go a lot further. I do in the pub. Sometimes when you're watching the Karaoke London, you'll hear the sound go dead. I've said something really naughty at that point, believe me. Sometimes I forget to turn the sound off anyway, and you hear it, but whatever. I could go a lot further. Oh, you got to have a laugh, please. Don't be miserable all your lives. That's it. Anyway, happy anniversary to Mark and Steph there. 14 years. How wonderful. How wonderful. Did you go out for a little meal or like a present, or did he buy you like flowers, or what did you do for the lingerie? Okay, love you. Please, sir, none of my business, darling. Where did you two meet? Is it a nightclub, or lots of people meet on the internet now, don't they? I'm on the internet, but I don't get any messages. I've taken my picture off now, so I'm now just a black box among lots of other people. And you do get messages if you're a black box. Hi, how are you? And then I say, hi, I'm all right. Pics, and then you send a pics, and then it goes dead. Why is that? But it's all right. I've got you to talk to, so I'm happy about that. Steph says, yes, relay are not reliable. Parcels can take up to 3 weeks. Honestly, what is the point? What's the point? And Steph is suggesting carrot cake. Thank you, Steph. I'll write that down then. Carrot cake suggestion. Seriously, the amount of recipes I've got there at the moment are going to take months and months to get through. Really, way, way beyond at least 6 to 8 months to do all the recipes that you lovely people have sent me all already. So thank you very much for those, okay? Carrot cake could be a good one, though. Carrot cake. Thank you, Steph. I'm sorry some of you're waiting a long time for your messages to be read out. It's just busy. I can't read them all out at the same time. So I'll go as quick as I can, my darlings, all right? Richard's there. Hello, Richard. Hello to you, Richard. Hi, Chris. It's Richard. Your show cheers me up. I prefer the cold weather. Hopefully, Julie calls in later. There we are. Another one. Hoping that Julie's going to call in later. Fingers crossed. We never know. We never know. Thank you, Richard. Yam Dam Dave in Walsall in the West Midlands is joining us today. Hello, Dave. You right, sir? He says, I haven't heard from you for some time, Dave, actually. Were you still... I wonder if you were... Because you were there for quite some time. Were you still using the old text number by any chance? Anyone who's not been with us for a while, right... the text number changed about 2.5 months ago now to the one it is now, 07460143393, because we had a lot of trouble with that other one. We had a lot of trouble with that other text number, so I sacked him. I sacked him. Is that cruel? Oh, just before Christmas as well. What a cruel man I am. I used the term man very loosely. Anyway, yeah, Dave in Walsall, West Midlands, he says, love Audi. Are them specs new? No, they're quite old. These are from Specsavers. Specsavers ones. £20 maybe? £15 to £20 they are. I don't spend any more than £15 to £20 on a pair of specs, I'm afraid. No, there's all these people walking around with glasses, £300, £400, £500 on the rest. Oh, what? Why is that for? Oh, it says Calvin Klein on the side. Oh, lovely. I don't get it. Why? Oh, I really like these ones. And let me ask you, do you think other people notice that you are wearing a pair of £500 specs? I doubt it very much. Specsavers, get your eyes tested, and when the old bag comes out, oh, can I just come? Would you like to come around and see the glasses now? They will take you to the £300 pairs. No, don't want those. Could you take me to the cheap ones, please? And then they take you around there. And the attitude changes very quickly. I can't wait to get you out of the shop then. And then I'll buy 4 pairs, £15 a time. Right? And then there's a pair here, one at my house, one on the piano organ, and one I leave on the organ at the main church that I play at. Yeah, £15 a pair, £300. I bet some of you have got those, haven't you? Go on, how much were your glasses? 450? Anyone got £1,000 glasses? And I don't mean those bleeding meta things. Smart glasses. Why do I need those? Don't need them. Ah, yeah, look, here we are. Dave was using the old number. That's why, Dave. Anyway, you found the new one. Delete the old one, okay? Thank you very much there. 20 minutes. I'll do the oldest ones first, okay, my darlings? 20 minutes. I've got a battery for your fire alarm. Feel free to use it in another gadget that you may be using regularly, Dean. So I've got batteries, dear. I've got batteries. Don't worry about that. Oh, okay, boys and girls. We're about to go posh. We are about to go posh because none of you can afford to live here, right? Oliver and Laura in Richmond upon Thames. I have recently been only saying Richmond, and that's incorrect. Richmond upon Thames. Yeah. Posh people are watching this programme. It's all about, like, see, what I think what happened is that someone went around all these chat boxes. And, you know, like Chris Reardon, you know, he goes in Waitrose sometimes, and that's when Oliver and Laura popped up. They think I'm in the same sort of class as them. I'm really sorry, Oliver and Laura. I'm not. I'm in the gutter, and I like it there. I like it there. Although not as bad as flying on a Ryanair plane, you know. Oh, God. Oh, am I in the seat now? Am I in the seat? Never in a million years, dear. Never in a million years will I get on a Ryanair plane. And they're always fighting. Why do people fight on Ryanair planes all the time? They're mad people, 4 miles up in the sky, and they're throwing punches on each other. Dear me. Anyway, Oliver and Laura say, good evening, Chris. Hope you're well. What exciting videos do you have coming up this week? Sending all our love. Well, you see, the thing is, when I'm up here in Lincolnshire, the videos can change, all right? It just depends whether I'm able to sort stuff out. If I do one up here and I can put it together fairly quickly up here, then I'll knock it straight out, because it's kind of, you know, if you put a video out and I'm down there and the video's from up here, looks a bit odd, or at least it does to the regular viewers like yourselves. You know, anyone who's coming in from who's new. So if you're new, welcome along. All right. If they're new, it won't bother them. But you think, oh, hang on a minute, wasn't he up at the caravan 3 weeks ago? Why is this on now? It doesn't kind of make sense. But there are certain videos that you can move around. So at the moment, Tuesday should be the church video, where I go into my own local church. I show you around and I play a little bit on the organ, okay? So that's scheduled for Tuesday. That one will probably happen, okay? Thursday's video was red lentil soup, but Stacey, my nephew's wife, is coming round tomorrow. A lot of people have requested we do a little cooking show here in my caravan. So she's coming round tomorrow morning, around about 11 o'clock, to do that and shout at me a little bit, which I quite enjoy, to be honest. You know, I like to be controlled. Not necessarily by Stacey, but perhaps Mark Bowles might want to control me. So if that happens, then I'll move the red lentil soup one much further forward, and we'll put Stacey's one on the Thursday. If I do another one up here, it will be whenever. Do you know what I mean? Whenever. All right. If I do like a going out video up here, that will probably be on Tuesday week, I would imagine, because it certainly won't be done by Tuesday. Do you see what I'm saying? Because there's tomorrow, Stacey's coming over. We will do the one for next Thursday, so I won't have time to do another Tuesday one. So Tuesday's video, highly likely to be the walk around my church, which one or two of you have requested. I think it was Tara in Melbourne, Australia, who wanted to see inside. It's very modern. It's quite minimalistic, that church, okay? It's not like ornate like some of those beautiful places in Malta that I was lucky enough to visit. Oh, just amazing. There was, I really like the one on Gozo, which is like a little island off Malta. It's only about £5 on a return ferry to get there. Seriously, a lot of tourists on there. I'd love to go to a mass there. It's like in the middle of nowhere. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. Maybe I can go on holiday there. I could stay on Gozo, couldn't I, actually? Never thought about that. Yeah, I could do that. So that's what this week is. So Tuesday, 99% sure it'll be the church video. Thursday will probably be me and Stacey doing a little bit of cooking. All right, you two? And hello. I'm going to come to that church as well, the one up near you, St. Matthias, isn't it? St. Matthias, I think it's St. Matthias. Thank you. Move to bin. What's that? Oh, exciting videos you were saying there. Okay. Who's this here? One moment. I'm trying to keep up. You see, I could whisk through all the messages, but then you don't get that like personal thing, do you? I like to take my time and answer them as well as I can. And we've got one here from Jeanette, who's in Ireland. Hello, Jeanette. She often sends in a little email. It was her who requested me making the... it's Jeanette and... oh, sorry. I forgot your husband's name. What is it now? Donald. Jeanette and Donald. It's Jeanette and Donald. Yeah, it was them that requested the Mary hymn about 3 comments and questions show ago, wasn't it? Anyway, Jeanette writes, hello, Chris and all the viewing family, watching from across the Irish Sea. Love the beautiful picture back behind you and the flamingo, yeah? Oh, there's a story here. There's a story here. You want it? You want the story? Looking forward to Julia's call. We missed her last week. Loved it all watching. And that's from Jeanette. I shall open the phone line as soon as we get through these messages, all right? So thanks, Jeanette. And this was won for me by my nephew, actually. Okay, Gary. And we were at Haven Holiday 4 years ago. I reckon 4 years ago. I don't know what he was playing. Hoop the Duck or something like that. Do you know what I mean? In a sort of fun fair area. And he won a prize anyway. Okay. So got this prize. And he could see these. And he said, excuse me, mate, can I have that instead of that? And the bloke said, no, I'm afraid not. No, that's what you've won. Oh, right, okay. So we went off. And we went for a look around. And as we came back, we noticed the bloke wasn't there. So he put his prize back and nicked that off the shelf. Oh! Anyway, there we are. That's what was going on there, all right? Linda Lofthouse, hello to you, Linda. Linda says, evening, Chris. Just watching the thunder and lightning here in soggy West Yorkshire. Oh, really? We haven't got any of that here. Is it coming here? I don't know if it's coming here or not. Please be careful rocking back on your chair. Knowing your luck and past history with chairs, we could easily see you vanish over the back. And you see, people like that, though, Linda. They like a disaster. And like I've said before, I cannot create disasters. They just happen. Well, you could. But you'd soon be wise to that. We're not stupid, are we? We're not stupid watching these certain people on YouTube, right? Where they do something and it's all been prearranged. You can just tell. And it's not as much fun. A lot of the television's like that now, isn't it? You know, all these people rowing on Love Island and all. It's the producers telling them to do that. Come on, life isn't that bad, is it? That you've got a row. Not everyone is against you. You found people like that, don't you, as well? You do find people like that where they seem to think the entire world is against them, don't they? I just let them get on with it, love. Vanessa in Barnsley again. They were put on stretchers for their injuries. Referee put ball down and one robot looked at it and walked off. Is this the Chinese robot thing? Put on stretchers for their injuries. For real? Ref put the ball down and one robot looked at it and walked off. Oh, I've got to watch that. Chinese football. Chinese robot football. That'll be on YouTube, will it? How are we doing? It's only 10 past. It's 10 past 7. Where's it go? It goes so quick when I'm having a chat with you. Look. Thanks, Vanessa, for the advice there. I shall look for that then. Chris, can you ask Andy Eglerton if you are pronouncing his name correctly? I reckon you are wrong. Wow. God, talk about point out faults, honestly. Oh, we've got a room full of judges here tonight, have we? I thought you lot were just on Facebook, judges, or on that certain chat site I may or may not know about. I know. People are wondering now, what's he talking about? Do you mind if I just clean my glasses? There is a finger mark on them. Oh, now there's another finger mark. I know what that is. I just had some toast before I come on today. Toast, thick butter and marmalade. Can't understand why I'm putting on weight. Oh dear. But I had an anchor was on special offer this week in Sainsbury's, and I bought one of those. I left it out of the fridge, you know, so it's not so hard. Mind you, it's a soft butter anyway, so you don't need to leave it out of the fridge. And I done my dinner after church, I went to bed, and when I got up, and I thought, I'll have some toast now, and I opened it. And of course, it's hot in the caravan. It completely melted, this butter. It completely melted. So, and Andy Eglerton, am I saying your name correctly? Someone unknown wants to know. I'm being judged. I'm being judged. Do you hear that, Shania? I am being judged. What do you say to that, my love? Are you one of those people on that chat site? I bet you are. I say nothing. I see, I hear nothing. Roy is there. Good evening to Roy. He's a bloke on the phone last night for an hour. Quite frankly, I think he was glad when I went. I could hear him slowly falling asleep while I was droning on the phone last night in my spaceship Honda, and my Honda Starship. Roy says, hello, Chris. When you go to Thailand, because I'm going to Thailand. Did I tell you? Oh, yeah, end of Feb. End of Feb with 2 people. I don't usually go on holiday with people. It usually ends up in some sort of row. But I think it'll be all right. I think it'll be all right, actually. And I'm going for 2 weeks with my old manager at the pub I work at, who is now bar staff. He's not the manager there. He didn't want to do it anymore. So he stayed there as bar staff because he's got a room as well, you see. So it's a housing situation as well. And also one of the bar staff, Janine, she's married to AJ, who I get on with like a house on fire. We have such a laugh, the 3 of us. We really do. Usually when the actual manager is away, because there's no laughing when the manager's there. You know, manager stuff. Yeah. Manager stuff. But that's how it is. Anyway, he says, see if you can get a cookery course in Thailand. Come up and show us some Thai delights that you make. I'm hoping to meet a lot of Thai delights. I really am. Yeah, we'll see how well that goes. Yeah, we'll see how well that goes. Cooking course in Thailand. I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to find a cheese sandwich and a bag of chips there somewhere. I'm not, you know what I'm like with the foreign food, dear? No. Are you allowed to take tins of beans with you? I did that once in the Caribbean. Sausage and beans in a can. Because I was concerned about the food. Can I take beans to Thailand? Does anyone know that, please? Roy says Brompton electric bikes can go on trains. I knew there was one of them. You need a DJI chest harness. I don't think this is the show that I want to be talking about that sort of thing, Roy, really. Harnesses and all that stuff, my love. You go on your little chat box somewhere and talk to other people about that sort of thing if you want to. It's not for my viewers and listeners, dear. We are clean family people on here. Family people, dear. DJI chest harness. I shall have a look. Is it more than £5, Roy? I don't want to spend money, darling. Because I love to rack them up, dear. Rack them up, love. Anyway, DJI chest harness. That would be for the little camera. We were talking about a camera thing. That's what he says. Handlebars can get an anti-vibration mount. Thank you, Roy. And thank you for that nice conversation last night. It really helped with the journey. It really does. In fact, in future, when I'm coming up here, can you make sure you're free from about 11:15 p.m. to 2:15 a.m.? Thank you very much in advance. Or you could have a little party. Yeah, here, you could have a party around your house, Roy. What do you mean if they're nicked? There's nothing worth nicking around your house. I've seen it. What a dump. He lives in one of those hard-to-let properties. Terrible, really. So he's got bars on the window due to the amount of crime in his area where Roy lives. Awful. Awful. And he keeps having... His electric keeps going funny because the neighbour keeps wiring into his supply. Dreadful state of affairs. Really is. Hello to the lovely Simon and Kelly in Stevenage. Hello to you two lovely people. They are going off to Malta soon. Wonderful. I hope you have a lovely time. I had the most wonderful time there. Are you staying in a hotel? What hotel are you staying in? You're not in the Hilton, are you, by any chance, where I was? That was a lovely hotel. St. Paul's Bay. It was a really, really nice hotel. I don't know how you like to travel around. When I was there, well, you probably know this already, when you come through departures, as you come out the last bit, right in front of you is a little bus ticket office. if you want to, get yourself a 7-day bus pass, right? It's €25, 25 quid, any bus, anywhere, anytime on the island. Okay? Be warned, they can get very, very busy. All right? I don't know how far into the season, the normal holiday season, it got really busy on my last couple of days there. But I went literally just before the peak season happened, so I was okay. But yeah. So as you come through departures, right in front of you is a little bus ticket place, and if you want to, get yourself a couple of those bus passes, €25 each, any bus, anywhere, anytime, and that's how I travelled around. It was really, really easy actually. All right, have a lovely time. Let us know how you get on there. Rhiannon's there. Hello to Rhiannon. Hello, my love. She's in Kidwelly. Hello, Rhiannon. Hi, Chris. Hope all is well. Great comments and questions show last night. Thank you very much. A grey squirrel appeared during chatting about the treacle sponge video. Oh, yeah, you often see little wildlife things going behind me in the garden. They're all little furry friends. Little furry friends. You're on about adverts from back in the day, which were fab. This is what I was talking about yesterday. Not like the ones today. So many changes with different generations. One of the great ones for me when growing up is the Smash dried potatoes. Smash, make, smash, ha 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 ha. For mash, get smash, ha ha. That one. They were good, those robots, weren't they? I think they were more intelligent than the Chinese robots that someone was telling us about there that kept falling over the football. You never found those Smash robots tripping over anything, did you? No, you didn't. They were superior, dear. Superior robots, like Daleks. Do you know, someone thinks Daleks are a made-up thing. These are actual alien creatures that could strike you at any moment. We are the Daleks. My favourite Dalek TV series ever, Planet of the Spiders with John Pertwee. My favourite Dalek scene ever was with Peter Tennant. Oh, God, what's his name? David Tennant. David Tennant was the Doctor. And the Daleks and the Cybermen are having a row. It was the funniest thing ever. It really is. It's on YouTube. Just put in there Daleks and Cyberman having a row or something like that on YouTube and you'll find it. Absolutely hilarious. Hilarious. Back to our lovely message from Rhiannon. Sorry for the long message. It's not a long message, darling. I have a question for you and all the listeners. What are your guilty pleasures? Oh. I thought I was about to go for the floor then. Well, I don't know. I like doing this. I like doing my radio shows on this. In my life, I need a routine, and I have a routine. And when work slowed down, I created things to do. You know, because I worked every night for like 35 years. In fact, I did 8 DJ sessions a week at one point. And I worked every night. And then if a night went or I left a night, I would immediately try and find another one. You know, and when I got to about 55, 56, the work started dropping off. And as a manager would leave somewhere, someone else would come in and bring their own bloke in or lady, whatever. And work started drying off. And I remember when I first had one night off in the week, I was climbing the walls. I didn't know what to do with myself because I'd worked so much all these years. And I'd been warned about this by one of my managers. You know, you work too much, you're going to really struggle when the work dies off. And it does. At some point, it does. It just does. I often question, I was talking to Roy about this last night, you know, why is Barry Manilow still going out doing all these shows? He don't need the money because it's in his blood to do it. It's in his blood. He has to carry on. He's 83. The bloke's had lung cancer. He's just had to cancel some shows because he's been pushing it too hard. That's the official line on there. You know, You just have to be doing something. And he's lucky he can go and book a big place and just go and sing a few songs. And he's done it again. And I'm sure he gets home and he's knackered. But he's done it. But I really struggled on one night. And then gradually I started finding things to do. The little radio shows in the morning. Going to the swimming pool. Going to the gym. Going out on my bike. Playing the organ at church. Now, I do wonder how on earth I found all that time to do work. This isn't work, is it? It's just fun. It's just a bit of fun. So I suppose this is my guilty pleasure. This and cheese and onion crisps. This is probably due to the waist size. Colonoscopies, of which I've had two now. Well, a colonoscopy and a stygoscopy. That's not my guilty pleasure. Didn't really like that. Thank you, Rhiannon. She says laughter is the best medicine in my eyes there. Thank you, Rhiannon. Nice to hear from you, love. Gary's there in Northern Ireland. Gary Coleraine in Northern Ireland. Hello, Gary. Another cookery, great class, Chris. When's the cookery book coming out? No, I've no interest in writing a book, to be honest. A lot of people, why don't you write a book? No, what for? I don't want to write a book. You have to decide what you want to do and what you don't want to do. Like I said before, I'm extremely lucky to be able to pick and choose really what I do. And if we've got any young people watching today, if you work and work and work and work, eventually there will come a point where you can stop and say, no, I don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. No, I'm going to leave. Bye. Not at first. You have to go through it first. You have to work hard. And do jobs perhaps that you don't want to do. One of the jobs I do that I don't really want to do is talk to my sister. She gets on my nerves. Stop it. It's Leslie Miwerta in Glasgow. Remember Leslie rang in last week? Hello, Leslie. Hello to you. Chris, please give a big shout out to my Alan and Korean, is it, my love? Long with my 2 granddaughters, 1 grandson. Oh, Chris, I need to stop talking about my Brian as my brother is jealous. And a little shout out to his pal Michael in England. There you go, Michael. All right, so, I mean, this came in an hour ago. This is how far behind we are at the moment. So sorry about that. Some of you waiting for your messages. We're just quite busy with the messages today. And Leslie says, Chris, it took my son 10 seconds after I called you. Mum, what was you doing calling Chris? Sorry, I just wanted you to hear my voice. I will say be Chris. Thank you. She says, let me have a look. Chris, no, you wrong number. This for my jealous boy, Alan. Alan, I wait for the line to open. I'll give you all a shout out. Okay. She says, not open yet. I will not call in tonight as my son Alan is very jealous over his brother Chris. I can see man, no glass on. Sorry, dear. It's like another language, Leslie. Thank you, darling. I promise you I'll open the lines shortly, okay? I need to read the messages first. So otherwise we can't, once you've started on a phone call, then we can't read messages and they tend to build up. So just hold on to your messages for a while. All right, my darlings, let me get through these and then we can open the phone. Like, it's 7:30 already, look. Steph's there, all right, Steph. She's laughing at the flowers comment, yeah. Did you not get flowers then, Steph? I'd send him out, love. Send him out, girl. Send him out to get some flowers. Rude. Dawn, up north. I treated myself to a Dyson fan about 10 years ago, and it's still going strong. Some people have got all that. You must be posh as well, Dawn. Are you a posh person? You watch, it will blow up when I switch it on later. She paid £350 for a fan, gosh. Your Stacey has done an excellent how-to video on how to clean the fan, but I haven't been brave enough yet to take it to bits. Oh, yeah, that would worry me. I used to take things apart when I was a child. I remember taking my nan's radiogram apart. I climbed in the back and pulled out all the valves. It never worked again. I don't know how I didn't manage to electrocute myself in that, I'll tell you. Right. The other discount shop you were talking about, like B&M Home Bargains, that is the one. Yeah, well done. The football result was 5-2. Oh, God. Football results, honestly. She's got a dash. She's got to get in the bath, ready for the lads. It may be an idea to ask Gary and Ben about a harness. You're all obsessed with harnesses tonight. What is going on out there? Are you all in the same room at some sort of strange party? I do hope not. Ask Gary and Ben about a harness or attachment for your camera. Both of them, I've done heaps of videos, are on their bikes. Oh, that will be worth asking then. Thank you very much, Dawn from up north. Enjoy your bath, my love. Hope you're not watching me in the bath. I will not have naked people watching my programme. Thank you very much. Joe's there in Weymouth. Hello, Joe. Good evening, Chris. I was going to call in, but I want to see if Julie phones in, as we haven't heard from her for 2 weeks now, getting concerned. Yeah, she's not been too well, has she? I have a lot to talk to you about when I worked at Heinz, and I think I remember Ted Malden. Do you really? You must have seen the show yesterday. Ted Malden. He wore glasses, bald head, quite round. Really nice, lovely man. One of his phrases. What's some of his phrases? He had sayings. He had a lot of sayings. Laddo. He used to use the word laddo a lot. Come on, laddos, what are you doing now? He was a lovely man, Ted Malden. Really nice. And our scout leader. And his wife was called May. They were great. They were a great couple. Anyway, I have a lot to talk to you about when I worked at Heinz, and I think I remember Ted, and I have a lot more detail on how the tinned goods got to be so cheap in the company shop, says Joe in Weymouth, so I'm looking forward to hearing about that. Yep. Andy Eglinton, no, you're not pronouncing my name wrong. Thank you very much, Andy, but sometimes even I struggle pronouncing it. Now, Pat, so there you are. Who was that moaning I was pronouncing your name wrong? There you go. Go and tell that to your mates on that little chat site. You're very naughty, you lot. If it is one of you, you're... Oh, dear. There we go. Here we are. Simon and Kelly going to Malta. They're staying in the Hotel Excelsior, Valletta. Oh, you're right in the middle there. Yeah. I'll get everywhere from Valletta. There's a massive bus station there. Go anywhere. Go anywhere on those buses. Fantastic. You wait, and you've got to go to the little. It says gardens, something gardens. Can't remember what it's called now. Gardens, and you think you're going to go to this massive no, it's tiny. It's tiny, but if you go there, that's where you go and see the cannons fired off. The thing is, I'm going to let you into a secret here, Simon and Kelly. When you go and see the cannon fired, right, which is worth doing, just go up the top there, get there. At least half an hour before the cannon's due to go off, and then you get right to the front and you'll see a row of I don't know, about 10 or 15 cannons, right? And then you're ready for it to happen and only one goes off. It's so disappointing. They prepare 2 cannons. I think if one doesn't work, they go on to the other one, but they only set one off when I was there. Maybe it's different now, I don't know. But let us know how many cannons they set off. I'm sure you have. I don't know the Hotel Excelsior, and they're going to get a bus ticket this time. Thank you for your info. There you go. Oh, you've been before then, have you? Okay. I think I might like to go there. I haven't booked a January holiday yet. I am going at the end of February. I'd like a little week away in January, out of the cold, do you know what I mean? But not far. 2 or 3 hours maximum on the plane. Not like an expensive holiday there. Hello to Nathan. Hello, Nathan. Hello, Chris. Hope you're good. Karaoke looked busy yesterday. Enjoy the show each week. Keeps me company while I clean the house. We all love AJ. Thanks, and that's from Nathan. Thank you very much, Nathan. Nice to hear from you there. All right. Denise Fuller's there. Hello, Denise. John Pertwee was the best Doctor Who. Roger Delgado, who played the Master, scared me when I was young. He was the best one, weren't he? He had the little beard, didn't he? He was quite a thin face. But I think the other Master that's really good was the Asian English guy who played him recently. I thought he was really good at it. You know him? He's been in loads of stuff. He's a very, very good actor. Thank you, Denise. Yeah, Doctor Who. I fixed John Pertwee's telephone. He wasn't in at the time. I was gutted he wasn't in. I fixed his telephone when I was working for BT. Let's see. Oh, it's one of those nameless people. I'm always very dubious about nameless people. And they say, evening, Chris. Love the new Fen Shi water-food backdrop. Oh, no, this isn't new. I'm up at the caravan now. I've got a little studio up here. It's very tiny, this room. I mean, my room in my house, my little studio, that's a small room. This is about a quarter of the size of that room. It's really, really tiny in here. But that's where I am at the moment. That's why it's a different backdrop there. Okay? And they enjoyed the Disney shirt earlier in the week. You haven't put your name there, so I don't know who you are. Hang on. Let me go up to the... no, I don't think you've ever told me your name, have you? No. But looking at it, I can guess where you're from. It's all right. You don't have to give your name. Don't have to give your name. That's fine. All right. Oh, Andy says, I meant no. You're not pronouncing it correctly. Well, that's not what you said in that email, I'm sure. Andy Eglerton. How do I pronounce it then? Could you write it phonetically and I'll have a go? I'll have a go. And Leslie in Glasgow said, thanks, Chris. Old son called and said, thanks, Ma. Oh, so he's watching as well, are you? Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. Oh, someone sent a super chat last week. Let me just try, because I think I've thanked them by typing. If anyone ever sends anything, I do like to thank them publicly, because it's not required. It's not required, but when you do, even a tiny amount, it is very, very much appreciated. It really is. Now, how do I find those? Because I would like to thank the person personally. I think it's there. Is it that one there? I think it's that one. Zoe. Is it Zoe Wheeler? I think it's Zoe. I can't see the date though. I'm assuming it's that one, because that's the one that's at the top. So thank you very much, Zoe. She sent us a couple of quid. If you're there, Zoe, as a super chat last week. So thank you very much, Zoe. Really, really kind of you to do that, my love. All right. Okay, and Dean in Surrey says your backdrop looks like Virginia Water or Hampstead Heath. Virginia Water is a lovely place. That's where I want to cycle to, you see. But it's a good 45 minutes on a bike. It's a fair old way, that. Matt Martins has a confession to make. We are a little bit behind and have not yet seen yesterday's comments and questions show. Don't worry. I cannot expect people to sit there watching my crap forevermore or nothing else. God, what a boring life that would be. Variation. You want variation in your life. Don't do one thing because it becomes boring. Yeah, you lot to do. That's the secret. You've got to do lots of different things. Keep your mind active. And then that keeps away two things. Depression, and I've had that before. It's awful. The busier you are, no depression. And I believe dementia as well. It's quite good at keeping dementia away as well. Or at least it developing as you get older. I'm not sure about that. I'm just assuming it must be. I think a lot of the dementia in older people comes from them being very lonely. It is lonely. It's the truth. I don't really consider myself that old at the moment, but certainly as you get older and the phone stops ringing, people are too busy. I'm really busy this week. It's a bit like that, and it's just... And I think dementia, a lot of that comes from loneliness. And I see a lot of that in the church. I seem to be able to pick up things very easily. Unhappiness is one of them. And I can feel... I can feel the slightest change in someone's person. Someone's just sent me some money. Oh, who's this sent me some money there? I don't know who you are. Rebel Bert. Oh, thank you very much. $9.99. That's a bit much, isn't it? Well, don't let that... Don't come back to me and say you can't eat this week. Okay? Thank you very much. That just flashed up in front of me. I don't always see those quickly, but yeah, I just saw... It flashed up in bright yellow. So you couldn't miss it. Thank you very much, Rebel Bert. Very kind of you. Very, very kind of you. Sent me a little super chat there. Thank you. Where was I now? Dementia. I'm sorry, I've lost my thread now. Dementia. Yeah, I think in the church. Yeah, and I feel people's unhappiness, or if there's a problem going on, or if someone's lying. If I know someone really well, and I can detect, and I don't look for it. I can just feel the slightest change. Hang on a minute. There's something not quite right there. That's not the normal you. Something tiny has changed, and I can pick that up straight away. I don't know if there's a word for that at all, but certainly in the church, sometimes I'm looking down, I can see desperately lonely people in there. Desperately lonely people. Or someone who's having a... Hello, Chris, how are you? I'm all right. What's up? Oh, nothing. I said, yes, there is. I said, I can tell there's something wrong, but you don't need to tell me, okay? But if you want to, at some point, you can talk to me later if you want to. Thanks, Chris. It's weird. I'm able to detect things like that. The slightest change in a personality when I've known someone is detectable. Anyway, let's go back to Matt Martins there. He says the comments and questions show he's not watched it yet. I might just block you, actually. It's very, very disappointing, Matt. After all that time, you have been too busy to watch my comments and questions show from yesterday, which has now been up 27 hours. 26 hours and 40 minutes. Ow, it's not 27 hours, it's 26 hours. There you go, I corrected me before you can. Very disappointing. Shall I just block him? What do you think, people? Shall I just... No. Matt says, I have a confession to make. We're a bit behind and have not yet seen yesterday's comments and questions show. Shocking, I know, considering we are super fans. But I wanted to make sure I heard you right today. Did you say there was another incident with your chair? I'm sorry, Matt. I'm very sorry, dear. You're going to have to watch it yourself. Oh, dear. Blimey. Were you like this at school at the exam? Oh, excuse me, teacher. So, teacher, there's an exam tomorrow. May I have the answers now? No! I'm not telling you. Watch it. Actually, I've made it easy this time, Matt. When you go on it, there is a little link with a time on it. I think 36 dot something else, and it's highlighted in blue. You can click on that and go straight to that point without watching all the other crap I talk about. But if you watch that, you'll miss me doing my impersonation of a British Airways jumbo jet. Up to you. Up to you what you want to do. Very disappointed. I bet Jake was desperate to watch that programme, and you were too busy. Shocking state of affairs. Really is. Simon, Oakhampton, seems to be strap-offs the last few years, especially Mark Bowles letting you down. I'm not reading that, Simon. You're very rude, dear. He's not even here tonight. Oh, and he's probably looking after his little boy. He gets his little boy every 2 weeks. What's his name again? SJ. He loves his little boy, and he only has access to him every 2 weeks. I think they went on holiday a little while ago. He's lucky to be able to see him. Not everyone do they? Thank you to I haven't got a name on this one. But it says relay, they always say that pickup, they always deliver. What on the pickup? They want you to go and pick them up, don't they? That's what they do. I don't know what your name is there, but thanks for the message anyway there. And Karen Giggles Gibson, Dyson products are overrated and very, very expensive, reckons Karen there. Well, yeah, but I mean, Dawn from up north, who's in the bath at the moment. While I'm doing my show, she's in the bath. Naked people are watching this show. Let's open the phone line at last. Now, I hope it will work. I say that because here I do not have the bandwidth that I do at my house, right? So sometimes it doesn't always work very well here. But the phone line is open now. Julie, I don't know if you're there. Oh, no, wrong button. Oh, there, is it that one? There he goes. There's your phone. Is that up there? Is that up there? There we go. There's the phone number. If you fancy calling in, it's very easy to call in. It's a local London number, 020 8144 3477. That's the phone number. Don't try calling the text number. That won't work. It's only for text, okay? But you can call on the phone now, 020 8144 3477. Julie, or indeed anyone else. Simon says, sorry for being rude. You be as rude as you want. I love it. The ruder the better, to be honest. The ruder the better. We got a phone call. Is it Julie or is it someone else? Let's find out. Who's on the line, please? Hello?
It's Julie. Hello, it's Julie.
Hello, Julie. They're desperate to hear
Hello,
you, my love. They are desperate to hear your lovely voice.
Oh, bless.
Where was you?
I've been a bit tied up with different people.
Oh, have you now? What? More important people than me?
Well, no, but I had to go down my friend's because her mother fell down and she were on holiday. So I had to go and rescue her. Then I had to ring her daughter.
Right.
So, and then I was at my other friend's helping her out because she hadn't felt very well.
Oh. What's wrong with her?
I think she's doing too much, to be honest. I have told her this.
Yeah.
But I get my head chewed off.
There seems to be an awful lot of... There's a lot of illness around at the moment, Julie. I find that. I seem to be surrounded, and serious illness as well. You know, not like coughs and colds.
Yeah.
Nasty, serious illness. I seem to be surrounded by this at the moment. I've just found out... I've just found out someone else has passed, and no! Yeah, when I used to DJ at a place called Heaven in London, and not on the main floor. I was in the pop room, which is smaller upstairs, and the boy who was in charge, and he was a boy. The boy who was, I say a boy, he was about 30. That's still a boy to me. I would have been 42. He was about 30, and he was in charge of the bar upstairs. And I got on with him well. And then I saw one of his another lad who used to go out with him, who's posted a picture of him and said that he'd passed. I don't know why or what happened, but gosh, and these people are much younger than me, Julie. Much younger than me.
Do you reckon it might be just a fluke, but do you reckon a lot of people have said to me, well, you know why they're dying? Because of the COVID, that injection.
That had occurred to me. And we all get flu injections and all that. We know the state of the world and the country but I think there's too many people in the country. It had crossed my mind a few times. Yes.
Yeah, sort of their way of saying, well, let's get rid of a few.
Yeah, it does. It's
not a very nice thing.
No, it's not a nice thing to think, but I do question that as well. The same as yourself, my love. Yeah, I do question that. Do you have all the jabs, Julie, or what, love?
Yes, I'm sorry, I do.
Yeah, I mean, so do I. I've got to tell you, Julie. You know, just before Christmas, I had a chest infection, and then I collapsed on the train. I just went forward, and then I got through that. It took about 20 minutes. By the time I got to Bracknell to get off the train, I wasn't too bad. And then 2 days later, the same thing happened while I was sitting in a place just waiting for a routine blood test. And I went forward, went to the A&E there. They blue lighted and collapsed and all that business. Done all these tests and all that, and I discovered I had the flu on top of the chest infection. And here's the thing, right? The doctor in there, and at the time the doctors were on strike, so I had a consultant. They did the covering, right? So you're kind of good, and there was no waiting. And she said, "Did you have the flu injection?" I said, "Well, yeah." So why have I got it? She said, "Oh, believe me, it would have been a lot worse had you have not had it." And I'm like, "Well, what do you mean by a lot worse?" And she just looked at me, and I went, "Oh, yeah, yeah." Flu kills people, so I think I'll carry on having it. Yeah.
Well, it's funny. I got a friend that comes up and sees me on a Friday.
Yeah.
And he's real, and I mean real, anti COVID jab.
Yeah.
Because he'd say to me, "Have you had this COVID jab?" "Yeah." "You bloody idiot. You just signed your life away." I said, "Look, Tim," I said, "I'm not being funny. If I don't get it and I get COVID bad, I don't stand a hope in hell's chance because I got hole in the heart."
No.
So I won't stand a hope in hell's chance.
Yeah.
And the first thing they'll say in the hospital, "Oh, Mrs. Brimble, have you kept up with your COVID jabs?" No.
That's right.
"Oh, well, I'm sorry, you brought this on yourself." And you can't blame them.
I seem to remember on the news when we had all the COVID. And, it's a funny thing. It's so long ago now. It's like 5 years now, isn't it, all that business? But
Yeah.
nevertheless, when it first came on, I remember on the news there were people in the hospital screaming and begging. They were in hospital because they'd got COVID,
Yeah.
and they were begging for the vaccine. Too late.
Mm.
Too late.
Too
Once
late.
you've got it, it's too late, isn't it? So
Yeah, your organs just
you-
back up.
it seems to me you may still get it, but it won't be.
Yeah, but
it
not
won't,
as
it
bad.
Won't, it won't finish you off. On the other side of the
No.
coin, there's all these other illnesses now. Why am I surrounded by people with that awful word that we don't like to say, beginning with the letter C? Right?
Cancer.
I am surrounded by them. Surrounded by. Where is
Yeah.
all this blooming coming from?
Yeah,
And
I
you-
know
you
two
said
that's
about
got
the- you said
cancer
about
now, and it's
You said about the jabs and all that. I mean, it's possible, I suppose, isn't it? We don't know.
yeah,
we're not,
never know.
we ain't scientists, are we? We're just normal
No.
people. Well, I mean, you're a normal person, Julie. I'm a megastar.
Oh God, yeah.
I'm actually a megastar. Did you know that? Like Dame Edna Everage.
Yeah. Because it's like Dolly Parton. She's carved it, hasn't she?
Oh, yeah, but she was 90, weren't she? Was she 90?
Yeah.
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 I mean, you
Yeah.
know, I liked her. She gave a lot of money away, didn't she, to charity? An
Oh,
awful
yeah.
lot of money. Yeah.
Yeah. But if I had to have a choice between Dolly and Barry Manilow, I'd go for Barry Manilow.
Would you go for
every
Barry?
time.
It was
Especially
funny.
that nice song that you just sing sometimes.
Oh, well, it depends. There's
One
a load
More
of them.
Chance.
Oh, One More Chance. Hey, babe,
Yeah, I
it's
love
me
that
again.
one myself.
I know I promised
And
you.
that word you were thinking of just now
Yeah.
was, oh God, what was it you were saying?
I
You
don't
said,
know.
I don't know what the word is.
Oh, I can't remember
remember what it was.
That's more than 3 seconds ago. It's gone. I got a head like a goldfish. Luckily, I haven't got the lips like some of these girls have.
That's it. No.
Like that, I can't remember what we're talking about now, Julie, love. Have you been to any car
Pointy.
boot sales?
No, it's all finished, love.
Oh, is
The
it?
last one was last Sunday.
What do you mean it's all
I
finished?
bought,
Does it only come
all-
out for a certain period of time then?
yeah, they're only supposed to have 14 a year.
Oh,
But,
okay.
The woman round the lane is complaining that she's fed up with people going round the lane. So that's
right.
why they've had to cut it short this year.
Is there a bit of a
But she
queue?
won the case, which is
there
a
a-
bit of annoying.
Is there a bit of a queue trying to get into the place then? Is there in cars on the
Yeah,
road?
yeah,
Ah, yeah,
sometimes,
yeah.
yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
I remember when I was working in Camden Town at the Black Cat. Sometimes it was on a Saturday night, or it was Friday or Saturday night it was, and I would be coming back, and I don't know if you know London at all, but there was a school just before. If you're going towards London from Richmond,
Yeah.
there was a school, big school, right? And at 3 o'clock in the morning, when I was coming home, there was this massive queue of cars going across Kew Bridge, or was it Chiswick Bridge? Hang on, let me think. Chiswick Bridge. There was a massive queue of cars going over Chiswick Bridge, waiting for the opening to get in so that they could get a good spot. And I saw that often there. 3 o'clock in the morning, they were queuing up.
Crumbs. They
Yeah.
must have been desperate.
Yeah, to set up and get their little spot and all that.
Yeah.
Would you have a little car boot thing yourself? Have you got anything to sell? You know,
No,
old
I
bras
like
or
going to them.
what have you got to sell?
No, I like going to them.
Old bras or knickers you could sell there, couldn't you, Julie?
No, I like hanging on to all my stuff. It's my daughter. It's quite funny. She'd have come in and she'd have go hands on the hips sort of job.
Oh yeah.
She'd say, "What with all the tat, mother?" I said, "What do you mean? It's my tat." "Yeah, but mum, you don't need it. Get rid of some of your tat."
Oh yeah, I know.
I said, "Well, look, Claire, it's like this, love. When I cark it gives you something to look at and sort of remember me by."
What, your
Oh,
old
thanks.
knickers? Your old knickers and bras? Are you leaving there for her to nick at?
No.
Oh, sorry.
No. No, all me ornaments and stuff.
Oh,
like
right,
that.
okay. What about
Yeah.
your knickers and bras? What's happening to all that then?
Oh, I'll burn them before I go.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Are you in? Oh, you can be in Women's Lib. You could join Women's Lib and do it early. Walk around braless.
That's right, yeah.
I think I'll be honest with you, Julie. I think at the moment I need a bra. You know, I'm kind of
Do
hanging a
you?
little bit there. Yeah, all the fat's gone to my breasts. You know, when I go past these
You
prams.
want someone to massage them.
Well, yeah, you do.
You want your friend to massage
Yeah,
them.
my Mark. I tell you what, sometimes I'm going.
Yeah, Mark Bowles, you got it.
Sometimes I'm going past these young mothers with prams, and these babies see me walking past, and they see my breasts, and they lean out. I think they want to be breastfed by myself. Shocking state of affairs, dear. Really is.
Oh, you're wicked.
Eh? Thank you very
You're
much for that
wicked.
compliment.
You're wicked but lovable.
What you got on this week anyway, Julie? Anything, love?
Nothing this week. September the 12th, I got to go for another poxy blood test.
Have you?
Yep.
Oh, love.
I haven't been for me ultrasound yet.
Is that because it hasn't been arranged yet by the people?
No, it hasn't.
Right.
No, so
Well,
why the hell did she bother to ring me and say about it?
Yeah. Well, I had my CT scan thing back this week. Yeah, and that's all okay. Nothing wrong there. Nothing to
Good.
report. Yeah.
That's
I'm
good
pleased to
news.
say. I'm pleased to say. Very pleased to say that. Because it is worry while you're waiting for something, you know.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, it's
You
a real
know,
worry.
when she were on the phone and she said, oh, about this, what it is, it's me levels of liver. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down.
Right.
And I said, look, I can't remember what her name is. And I said, look, this has been going on ever since I can remember.
Yeah.
When I was working at the farm, I said it was going up and down.
Right.
I said, I feel healthy. I said, why have I got to go through with what you want me to go through with? Because we want to see what the cause of it is. I said, well... She said, well, I think you ought to, Mrs. Brimble. And I said, oh, go on then.
Yeah, okay.
She said, you know, at least we'll know then what the problem is. I said, well, I'm hoping there ain't no problem.
Well, at least
She said, but why are you so against it? And of course, I burst into tears.
Oh, love.
And I said, I'll tell you the reason I don't want it done. Because I'm frightened you're going to find the big C. I said, you know my husband died of bowel cancer. I said, I'd rather be left alone. You know, she just can't get the gist of that.
I understand that. You know, but the thing is, Julie, a lot of these things, if they can get them early, then they can now be sorted out.
Well, this is what she said.
Is the thing,
she
love.
said, but if, God forbid, if you did have cancer, Mrs. Brimble, wouldn't you like us to, you know, get it sorted? And I'm sorry, but I turned round and said, no. What the eye don't see, the heart don't grieve over. I just don't want to be messed about with. I'm coming up to 70. I want to enjoy my life. I don't want it. The trouble is, once you got that in... Like, say, God forbid, they did say, well, I'm sorry, Mrs. Brimble, you got cancer. I'm going to be back here, and I'm going to be, you know, fretting my little life out.
Yeah, I know.
Because
love.
I'm one that'll sit and think, oh, shit, what am I going to do now? I'm going to die. And I don't want to be faced with that.
But
I'm quite happy how I am.
There's so much they can do
Enjoying
now.
life.
There's so much. When did your husband die, darling?
He's been dead about 11 years.
11 years. There's been a lot of improvements in the last 11 years. A lot of improvements. You know,
Well,
just wait for your appointment. And at least one thing, you know, with the ultrasound, at least it's not invasive. They're not sticking anything up or down you, are they, my love? You know, it's just that little wand thing with the very cold stuff that they put on it, don't they?
but in a way, no disrespect, I don't wish him the bowel cancer, but he was an out-and-out bastard to me. He used to hit me around.
Oh, Julie,
No, seriously.
you've made me laugh now
He
saying
tried
that.
chucking me over the balcony.
Well, you're glad to be rid of him then, darling.
Yeah. I was with him 19 years.
Are you fairly happy now in your life, Julie?
Oh, God, I love it.
Good.
I can come and go when I want, go out when I want.
Good.
You know, I love it.
Yeah.
I'm quite happy how my life is.
There's quite a lot to be said for being on your own, isn't there? Look, you know,
yes, definitely.
I do anything I want. You know, I want to go. You know,
don't have to answer to no one.
No. And it's like that business I was saying about when I go on holiday. Generally, I go on my own. But I don't feel I'm on my own now because I've got my little camera with me and I know people are on the other side of that camera. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I've got someone with me, you've got to worry about them and what they want to do and all that business. And generally, just to keep the peace, I just go along with whatever other people want to do most of the time.
Yeah, you're like me, rather than have a row, just get on and do it.
Just like you, I'm on my own, and we just do our own thing, don't we, Julie? What's the favourite thing that you do during the week, my love?
Take my dog out. Get up in the morning. When I wake up, I'm glad I'm awake. I just think, oh, there's another day that I'm alive.
Yeah.
But, you know, I just love doing things that I want to do, not what other people want me to do.
Yeah. What dog have you got?
I got a little Patterdale Jack Russell.
A little Jack Russell, was it? Oh, bless her.
Yeah, a little Patterdale Jack Russell. She's lovely.
Joe in Weymouth.
Such a little sweetie.
Joe in what's going on here? Joe in I've got a blooming ocular migraine. Come on. Oh, that's all we need.
Oh,
now.
you have you?
Yeah, it means I can't see properly in front of me. Joe in Weymouth says, "Good evening, Chris. I was going to call in, but I want to see if. Dolly Parton was 80. Dolly Parton was 80. There you go.
Yeah.
Dolly Parton was 80 years old. Anyway, carry on, darling.
Yeah. So, what's brought that on then, Chris?
Oh, it just happens sometimes. I get these little shimmering bits in front of my eyes. It's usually if I'm tired. And the funny thing is, I'm not really particularly tired. There's no rhyme or reason to it. And within 20 minutes, it will be gone. But at the moment, I'm looking and I'm struggling to read text now. But that's okay.
Yeah,
we can carry on talking. I've still got my photos.
No.
I want to show people. By the way, it's 8 o'clock at the moment, gang. There is no Butler's Empire tonight, okay? Just to let you know, there's no Butler's Empire.
Right.
So we're going to go on long as we want, really, until we sort of run out of stuff, and that's fine by me. You know, I'm loving sitting here for the extended time today. Sometimes, you know when it gets to like just before 6 o'clock, and I'm thinking, are we going to run out of things to do today? And it never really happens. It doesn't really happen, but we're going to carry on tonight. The Butler's Empire, those of you that watch Butler's Empire, is tomorrow night at I don't know for sure.
I'm going to take Holly out now while it stopped raining.
Oh yeah, okay, love. All right, Julie. Thanks ever so much for tuning in.
Next week, love?
I am. I believe so. Hang on, let me have a little look, darling. Very busy person, Julie. Very busy. Very busy.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Saturday, Sunday, yes, yeah. Oh, hang on. What's this Sunday? Yes, next Sunday. Yeah, next Sunday, and the one after, and then the last one in September. I am in La Grèce. I'm in Greece.
Oh, lovely.
Never been there.
Yeah, so I'll talk to you again next week, lovey.
Please do, Julie. I'm so glad.
Give my love to your family.
I'm so glad you got a bit of life now that he's gone.
Yeah, I'm back on track again now, so I don't know what they're bloody trying to achieve.
Don't worry too much, love, all right?
Yeah.
All right, Julie.
But you take care and have a good week, all right?
Lots of love to you, darling. Bye-bye, Julie.
Ta-ra, darling.
Bye-bye, love.
Take care.
Bye, love.
Bye, love.
Oh, there's our lovely Julie. You get to hear some people's stories like that, and you don't know what people are going through, do you? You know, until they say. Nice to talk to her tonight. Lovely to talk to Julie. Anyway, let me just mention Butler's Empire again. That's not on tonight, gang. It's on tomorrow night because they're doing a fundraising thing tonight. I am assuming that tomorrow night it will be on at 8 o'clock, the same as it would normally be on a on a Sunday. Okay, so I'm just assuming that. All right. Dawn from up north. I was saying about block. Yep. She says block Matt Martins for not watching the show. Absolutely. I don't think you want to have a row with Dawn from up north. Dawns can be very funny ladies. If you know, you know. All right. Hello to Steve Murray there. Hi, Steve. Happy Sunday, Steve. From Steve. Have an amazing time in Thailand. I've been many times. Fantastic place. Thank you, Steve, and nice to hear from you. I know Steve quite well. He used to pop along to the karaoke there. And there's Karen as well. Dolly Parton was 80. I thought she was 90. So thank you very much for your corrections there, boys and girls. Right, let me show you these photos then, all right? So on Tuesday last week, there is no video to this, okay? We just wanted to go out and have a good time, and we did. But there are some photos of my great niece Evie's visit to London, which was on Tuesday, where I took her out to afternoon tea at Claridge's Hotel. I'd also booked a room there for myself to stay until Wednesday, so that's what I did. So there's some pictures, a couple of little pictures of the room as well. And here we go. And she looked stunning, my great niece Evie. The entire family actually came along. That was Gary, Stacey, Evie, Harry, and baby Charlie, and I met Evie at King's Cross Station, and from there she was handed over to me, I suppose you would say, and I got a little message from her mum, Stacey. You're now in charge, and you need to look after this one for the next few hours, which was just marvellous, really. There she is. Look at that. How fantastic does she look? That's her on the train. All right. I'll show you all these there. Hang on. There's me and her at the staircase in the hotel. Okay. I should have put all these on the computer, but I just forgot. There's her in the bar with me, in the Claridge's bar. Wasn't very busy. This would be in about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I think it was. Okay. There we are. So that's me and her. We're now on the balcony of the room that I was staying in. I don't know if how much you can see there. Actually, there's the Houses of Parliament. The London Eye is there as well, and the Walkie-Talkie Tower and the Shard, and they were all perfectly visible from the hotel room. I was on the 7th floor there that night. Another one there. Another one of the same there. So it's okay showing you on the phone, isn't it, like this? That kind of works. Here she is in my room, having a little bit of a sit down. Look at her. She had a wonderful time. I'm so glad to be given the opportunity and to be able to give someone younger an experience like this. I really love giving children experiences, something that they probably won't do, or maybe for many, many years. Right, that was my room number, 730. It was a real difficult room to find. I don't know why. There were several lifts going up in Claridge's, right? And there was a lift just a little bit far from me. You know, it was quite close. Whenever I went back up, I always seemed to get in the wrong lift, and I got lost on the 7th floor. And when you get out of the lift, as in many hotels, there are little signs, you know, rooms, I don't know, 710 to 728 that way, 709 to 700 that way. My room was not on any of these labels, and what it was kind of down. You look down a corridor, right, and all you can see is a wall, right. When you get down the end of the corridor, you realise it goes off to the left, and my room was at the left there. And it was the lady, you always get a lady, one of the just fantastic staff in Claridge's. I cannot give you a single incident every time that I've been there of anything being wrong, ever. Nothing to complain about whatsoever. And you generally get a lady from reception who will take you up to the room. And indeed she did. She opened the door. She said, I've got to tell you, this is my favourite room in the whole hotel. So that was really nice. Right, there's me and her on one of the landings. Right, this is all Tuesday last week, Tuesday afternoon, and we were just on our way down to afternoon tea. Actually, I've got a little video here from you because we had this is where we were sitting. We were sitting right next to the Chinese lady playing the piano, and a bloke playing the bass guitar there. Look, bass, double bass thing or cello. Look at that. She didn't realise the camera was on there. And they were lovely, those people, and every time they finished, we give them a little clap. I think we were the only ones clapping, but that's okay. What's that noise? What that noise? Oh, hang on a minute. There we go. So here's some pictures of us sitting at the afternoon tea table. And she is drinking a glass of Wild Idol, which is like non-alcoholic sparkling wine, cum champagne stuff. All right, I have a glass of that because I don't drink at all. Nothing. I just don't drink alcohol, end of. It's not a religious thing or anything like that. I just don't like the feeling. I hate it. So I think she would have had a glass of champagne if I'd have bought her one. But nope, not at 14 years old, my dear. People were saying, oh, why didn't you slip her a glass of champagne? Nope, not at 14. Especially not with you lot watching. Especially on the gossip signs. You'd soon be on there. Oh, I can't believe Uncle Chris, he gave her alcohol. Terrible. Why have I still got these on? I've still got those on. I thought I was sounding a bit loud. There she is, just looking to the side there. All right. Oh, what's that come up there? There we go. Where are we now? Eva's got a little birthday cake. Oh, and she got a birthday cake. Look, she's got a little birthday cake. Can you see it there? Has she blown it out yet? She blown out the candle. There we are. A little candle, just a little birthday cake they got for her there. Go on, shove that in your mouth, darling. Is it chocolate? No. Is it cream stuff? Come on. Nice. What flavours is it? Strawberry. And they do a little message all in chocolate on there as well. There she is again, shoving her face in. You'll see other members of the family there as well at the moment. Here she is on one of the Claridge staircases. Don't she look fantastic, hey? Look at her. Wow. And there's me and her. One of the members of staff took this one on the staircase. Such a lovely place. It's not cheap, okay? However, if you want to save up and... I don't know if I should have had my shirt tucked in there or not, but... I did ask her, shout in and out, she said out. And that bag there, that in there, you didn't see it. I should have got that out to show you. It's a teddy bear. I got a... And you can buy Claridge's like teddy bears and that, you know. Right, okay. So, and then in the evening, we met up with the rest of the family in Oxford Street, and that's me and baby Charlie. He's great. He is, baby Charlie. Then there's me and great nephew Harry. I got him a little present while we were there as well. We went into the Nike shop, some football boots. There's me and nephew Gary, who kept saying, where's my trainers? Why haven't I got a pair of trainers? Too old now, Gary. And there's me, and there's all of us in a chip shop, the Mayfair. Oh, I can't see Stacey properly here. This is the Mayfair Chippy. Okay? Really good fish and chips in here. I had halloumi and chips, which were really nice. I mean, really, really nice there. Right. I think that's it. Another one there. Yeah, that's it. That's the last picture. Hang on. Mayfair Chippy. Remember, you're in Mayfair. It's pricey in there, right? For 3 adults and 2 children. For fish and chips, 114 quid. And I think we had a drink each as well there. But, you know, London prices, that's what it is, and that's fine. There we go. All right, so they're the pictures from our trip to London. And I think a great time was had by all. I really do. Phone lines open if you fancy calling in. 020 8144 3477 if you fancy a chat with me tonight. Anything and anything goes, okay, whatever you want to say. 020 814 3477. If you want to text into the show and you're watching, you can use the text service 07460 143393. Remember, there's two different numbers there. One's the call-in number 020 8144 3477, and the other one is for texts 07460 143393. And if you're outside the UK, 07460 143393 on the WhatsApp. All right. Gary Ross in Northern Ireland said, really enjoyed Julie's call again tonight. What a lovely person she is, bubbly, and a pleasure to listen to her calls. Oh, it always is, Gary, to be honest. It's always nice to talk to anyone on the phone, to be honest. It really is. Right. How are we doing? What else have I got to tell you about here? Let me see. I've done Evie's pictures. The little radio I do every morning. Right. Tomorrow, I have been doing 8 till 10 in the morning. Now, if you ever want to listen to that, there's a little poster somewhere. Where is that now? Let me put that up. Which on? There it is. There it is. Okay. Now, tomorrow morning, it's 9 till 10. I wasn't able to get the 8 o'clock slot yesterday. That had already gone. So tomorrow morning, I'll be doing 9 till 10. Go to reachonair.com. And you can listen there. There's a little listen button on there. If you want to watch the show, you can watch it. The radio show in the morning. It's on at 9 o'clock, but not on YouTube, unfortunately, because there's copyright restrictions on there. All right, you'd need to download a little app called Twitch, TWITCH. All right, set up your free account, then look for me on there. My username is Chris Reardon UK, and you can watch the show as well as listen. And like YouTube, there is a little chat box. Same as YouTube, though, I'm not in the chat box, all right? I'm not in the chat box, so it's just for people to talk to each other. All right, we've got another call coming in here. Who's that, please? Oh, hang on, let me put my headphones on, or I won't be able to hear you. Hello, who's that? Oh, can't hear you. Couldn't hear you. Never mind. Try again if you want to. All right, couldn't hear you then, for some reason. Feel free to have another go. Yep, so that's what I do there, all right? DJ Sparky and Joe are there. Did you get my email about puddings? I haven't done emails at the moment, DJ Sparky. I'm sure it's there. Do you want me to look? Haven't done emails yet. I got your email with your lovely story there, which I'm going to do for you on Tuesday there. Hang on a minute. Emails. Paul. Oh, yes. There we are. Georgie Porgy puddings. Oh, I've had those. Yeah, they're okay. The Georgie Porgy puddings, they're okay. Yeah, but I bought one box of them, but I didn't buy any more after that. Yeah, didn't I? Only bought one box of those. All right. Thank you very much. Matt Martins, us Canadians, really love to listen to Julie. She's brought up some good points tonight, and she definitely brings some refreshing and unique perspectives into the Sunday Night Live show. A couple of my family members have decided to subscribe just to ensure that they hear her again next time she calls in. You're a star, Julie. You're a star. Lovely bra and a new. I don't know why I've got bras on my mind tonight, Julie. I don't know why. Please don't tell you. Don't. Was it your son listening? I'm sorry. I'm sorry to go on about your mum's bras. Yeah. Once again, gang, if you're in a chat box, like the YouTube chat box, and you're trying to give me a message like that, I won't see it. That chat box is only for people to talk to each other. All right? Is that you again, Julie, there, my love? Oh, what's that noise? I can hear ringing. Hello? Hello? I think she might have rung me accidentally there. Are you in? I think you're ringing me accidentally there, Julie. No one else going to call in then? Hurry up, because I'm going to close the line. 020 8144 3477 is my local London number. So, as I say, the radio show, reachonair.com, will be on tomorrow at 9 till 10, and the rest of the week, 8 till 10. All right? That's this week here at on reachonair.com. Is Jake still with us at the moment, Matt? I do have a Call My Bluff lined up if he wants to play it, my love. I know some of you like to do the little quiz bits that we do sometimes on the show. So I can do that if he's still there. Oh, well, why don't I just do it anyway? I'll do it anyway. Right, let's play a little game, boys and girls, to keep you entertained this evening. We are going to play Call My Bluff.
Call my bluff. Call my bluff. It's Call My Bluff time on the Chris Reardon Show. Call my bluff. Call my bluff. Call my bluff.
All right, Call My Bluff then. I'm going to give you a word, okay? And you've got to identify which of the 4 meanings is the correct answer to the word's meaning. All right? So today's word is car uncles. Not carbuncles, car uncles. And it is CARUNCLES. All right? So, car uncles. Is it the generic term used by Italian farmers when discussing the grazing area for their goats, normally located on the sides of hills or mountains? Car uncles sometimes encompass as many as 15 acres, all right? Is it that? Or, we'll call that A. All right? Or is it B? Car uncles can best be seen on gloomy evenings. They are faint glimmerings around street lamps as they first come on. Normally, they are more obvious when using halogen lights. That is answer B. Is it C? The slang term used by car mechanics to describe the ripples in the bodywork of a car after an accident? Or is it D? Car uncles are the fleshy growths found on fowl. For example, the wattles on a turkey are car uncles. All right? I'll run through those again for you. A, B, C or D. Car uncles. Is car uncles the generic term? This is A, used by Italian farmers when discussing the grazing area for their goats, normally located on the sides or hills of mountains. Car uncles sometimes encompass as much as 15 acres. Is it B? Car uncles can best be seen on gloomy evenings. They are the faint glimmerings around street lamps as they first come on. Normally, they are more obvious when using halogen lights. Is it C? Car uncles is a slang term used by car mechanics to describe the ripples in the bodywork of a car after an accident. Or is it D? Car uncles are the fleshy growths found on fowl. For examples, the wattles on a turkey are car uncles. Is it A, B, C or D? That's the question on tonight's Call My Bluff.
Call my bluff. Call my bluff. It's Call My Bluff time on the Chris Reardon Show. Call my bluff. Call my bluff. Call my bluff.
Alrighty, let's have a look at some of your answers here. Stu and Sarah reckons the answer is C, the slang term used by car mechanics. Thank you, Stu and Sarah. Oliver and Laura in Richmond upon Thames, they reckon it's B. Okay, the gloomy evenings and the faint glimmerings around street lamps. I reckon they got lovely street lamps in Richmond upon Thames, all different colours. Oh, it's beautiful. It's like another world, Richmond. I can only ever dream of owning a house there. Thank you. Roy reckons it's C. the slang term used by car mechanics. Of course, he'd know all about badly damaged cars. Roy's got a Fiat 500, rusty old thing it is. He's been trying to sort it out, but every time he scrapes away at the rust, another panel falls off. It's very sad, really. I can't understand why you don't just borrow some money and get a car on the PCP, I think, really. Thank you, Roy. Jason, there is no E, Jason. That's the incorrect answer there. Dawn, Patricia in Manchester reckons it's A. The grazing area for goats. They've got scary eyes, haven't they, goats? Don't you think? They've got square eyes, haven't they? Joe in Weymouth reckons it is D. The fleshy growths found on a fowl. Thank you, my love. Matt, Jake is going with C, which is the car mechanics, the ripples. I've got ripples. Anyone else got ripples around their stomach area? I've got ripples and on my back. Not good, is it? Jake is going with C. Myself and the rest of the family all agree on D, which is the fleshy growths on a fowl. Thank you, Matt. Karen Giggles Gibson. She reckons the answer is D, the fleshy growths found on fowl. Right. Maureen also. She also is going for D today, the fleshy growths. Thank you, Maureen, in London. Dawn from up north, she says the answer's D. It's all to do with the birds. It sounds like rhyming slang for carbuncle. Well, oh, it does, doesn't it? It does. Yeah, I heard that, Dawn. Don't worry about that, my love. Thank you very much, Dawn, for telling me that. Dawn from up to north. She's offered me a ride in her new car whenever I go up there. Yes. Hope you keep your hands to yourself, Dawn. Not any of that funny business going on. You know, taken to one of those dogging sites. What are people like, honestly? Sandra in Rugby. Hello, Sandra. She reckons it's B, the street lamps and the gloomy evenings. Oh, you quite like the quizzes, do you? Okay. Usually, you see, we're not usually here at this time. We've gone on a bit here. Is that everyone? I think that's all, is it? Yeah, we are. There we go. Okay, right. Let's have a look. Car uncles. Did you put... Is that everyone? I don't want to miss anyone else. Dean in Surrey reckons it's C. Dean says it's the slang term used by car mechanics. Thank you, Dean. Hang on, let me have a little sip of water. I do fancy a cup of tea after this. Ooh, yeah. I've had 2 pieces of toast. Oh, you know what I've got? Cheesy Wotsits. You know, the giant ones. I've got those. Family pack, yeah. Family pack. Shocking, isn't it? Family pack. All right. Okay, so car uncles, the answer is... Oh, let's have the jingle again. The answer is... Oh, hang on. Car uncle's answer today for Call My Bluff is...
Call my bluff. Call my bluff. It's Call My Bluff time on the Chris Reardon Show. Call my bluff. Call my bluff. Call my bluff.
The answer today for car uncles is D. Congratulations, it is the fleshy growths found on fowl. For example, the wattles on a turkey. Our car uncles, congratulations. Well done, everyone. Lots of people getting our... Would you like another little thing later? A true or false? Would you like a true or false later? I could do a true or false for you. So we've got another little one coming up later for you, okay? All right. Where were we? We did have a call coming in as well there. We can't really do calls while we're doing a competition there. But, okay, last chance to call in. And then I shall close the lines, okay? Line. It's not lines, is it? I shall close the line. Singular. All right, 020 8144 3477 if you fancy a quick chat. If not, that's fine as well. All right. Hello to, let me see here. My mother's friend's mum was sitting in her 90 drinking a pint of lager on Saturday morning when the car is coming to see her. She's in her 90s. She still thought it was Friday, obviously 0%. Well, who's that from there? What? Who's that from? I get messages from people and they don't put their names. I've got kind of got an idea where some of them are from. Matt Martins, you've got my entire family loving to call my bluff. You've especially made Jake's day. Thanks so much. Well, don't go too far away there, Matt. We'll do one more little quiz before we go, I think. Just because we can. Okay, we've got a call coming in there. Let's just take that and see how that goes. Hello, who's on the line, please?
Hi, it's Sandra.
Sandra?
From Rugby.
Is it Sandra from Rugby?
Yes.
Hello, my darling. How are you, my love?
Yeah. On about the post.
Yes.
I had a delivery.
Okay.
And it had my insulin in it, and it wasn't delivered to me. It was delivered up at the flats above me. I didn't even know about it.
Your insulin?
Yeah.
Gosh. So what happened? Did you get the parcel or not?
I did in the end because I happened to look up when I went outside and found it on the top floor.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
So no one actually bought it. No one actually gave it. No one actually gave it to you. They, you found it. You found it yourself.
Yeah.
Shocking.
That's happened twice now.
Has it? Do you ring the people that deliver it? Have you on the?
No,
are you
I have pharmacy delivered by you.
Right.
And the Royal Post delivers it.
Yeah.
And as I say, it was up on the top floor.
That's terrible, isn't it? Do you did you inform the delivery people about this?
I'll tell you what, I've got no faith in the post whatsoever.
No, it's a shade of what it used to be, isn't it? The postal service. It really is, Sandra. Yeah. Are you?
And my dad always used about how scruffy they look nowadays to what they used to look like.
Oh, maybe round your way. They're fairly well dressed round where I am, but we seem to have like quite a large turnover of staff. You know, you don't get the same one all the time like you used to back in the day.
Yeah.
Because of course we used to have two lots of posts, didn't we? One at 8 o'clock in the morning and then another one at about 11, didn't we? And Saturdays, it's all gone. It's all gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, love. Are you stuck in the house all the time, Sandra?
No, I can get out, but it just annoys me with the post.
Yeah. Is there any chance you could go out to the chemist yourself and get your insulin and have it delivered there? It might be better.
I used to be able to, but to be honest with you, I don't like going into town now.
Okay.
Because there's just nothing there.
Right, I understand. All the shops have gone, have they? Is it all charity shops?
Even they're going slowly.
Are they? Blimey, there'll be nothing left, will there?
No.
Gosh.
No.
Everything's delivered now, though, isn't it? I mean, the amount of times, I would say most of the time, stuff is left outside my front door. Most of the time, stuff.
Yeah, well,
I've had laptops left out of there. Can you believe that? I've actually had laptops left outside my front door. It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, we'd have parcels outside the main front door as well.
Yeah. Dreadful.
But because we're lower down, we can't see anyone that comes to the door.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
And
have you retired, have you, Sandra?
yes, yeah.
What did you used to do, my love?
I used to work at Andrew McLaren's, the baby buggy place.
Andrew
McLaren's.
Okay.
The baby buggies.
I know.
You know
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
The
Is that what you used to do? Is it? Was that a good job?
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Did you enjoy it? Did they look after you, that company?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they had 3 depots. They had one in Barbie where he first started up, Andrew McLaren, because I used to live in Barbie near Rugby. And then they moved to Daventry, and then from Daventry to Long Rugby.
Right.
But when we moved to, when he had the place at Barbie, every Christmas he used to come down, have an Irish coffee with us, and give us our bonus, our Christmas bonus.
Oh, that's
He
nice.
was a lovely old man.
That's a proper boss, isn't it? That's a proper governor,
Yeah.
that is. Yeah. Not like now. They just take, and they don't want to give anything out.
No, and him and this other bloke done the undercarriage for the Spitfire.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He was the designer who designed the undercarriage for the Spitfire.
Wow. Wow, imagine owning
So,
someone like that.
Yeah.
Talented people, love. Very talented people, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you miss work?
Anyway, I thought I'd let you know anyway.
All right, Sandra. Thanks for letting us know, darling. I hope you get your next lot all right, my love.
Okay, thanks.
Cheerio, darling. Bye-bye, love.
Bye.
Yeah, nice to talk to Sandra in Rugby there. 0208 144 3477 if you fancy a little chat with me today, boys and girls. We've got another little quiz coming up shortly, okay? At the request of some of you, because I can see that you like doing the quizzes. Just on a little thing there, the radio show I do in every morning. Every morning we have a quiz of some sort in there. Tomorrow is Monday, so tomorrow it's a question from The Wheel tomorrow. You know The Wheel? Michael McIntyre. Excellent programme. Excellent programme. We have a little question from there, and that happens tomorrow. Not the same sort of, not in exactly the same format as he does it, but, adapted for my radio show, to be honest. And Monday we do a question from The Wheel. Tuesday we do a blankety blank. Wednesday we do play your cards right. Thursday we do call my bluff. And Friday we do Family Fortunes. And that particular feature is on every morning, somewhere between 9 and 9:30. All right, just in case you're wondering. So the format of the radio show that I mentioned quite a few times to you is I start at 8 usually. Tomorrow it's 9. Oh, hang on, we've got another call here. Hello, who's that, please?
It's Josephine.
Oh, hello, Josephine. Welcome along to the show.
Thank you.
Hello. And whereabouts are you, Josephine?
I'm in Dorset, Weymouth.
Are you in Weymouth? Oh, of course, it's Joe. Okay, I know you as Joe, you see. Joe in Weymouth. You said Josephine. Ah, yes. Yeah, lovely part of the world. It's years since I went there. When I was there, the last time I went there, we was at Pontins, Rivera. I'm sure you know it. Big long white building on the thing.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, I saw you. Sorry, I'll cut you off then. Go on.
No, go on. I'm just saying, it's just a shame. It's in the disrepair at the moment. It really needs revamping. It really does.
I saw that. I saw a YouTube video recently of that, and it seems that someone bought it cheap, started doing it up, and then ran out of money.
Yeah.
And then ran out of money.
That's right. That's right.
What a shame. It was a lovely place.
It is. I used to go swimming there every Friday.
Did you really? It was
beautiful.
I
stayed there a few times as well.
What, when it was
really
Pontins?
Lovely. Yes. No, not when it was Pontins.
Okay.
When it was just Riviera.
Right.
And I stayed there a couple of summers. But the rooms were very small and very hot. But still a lovely dining room there. Lovely food there. Beautiful.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, we went when it was a Pontins, and I just remember it, and of course that's the main part of the building. What you can see there, but of course behind it were lots of chalets.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
And we were in one of the.
Say they were mainly for staff at the back there.
Oh no, we had customers in there as well. There was customers in there as well, yeah. Because I'm sure, I don't think we were in the main building. I'm sure we were in one of the chalets behind it. But the thing is with that place, the view from there was unbelievable.
Oh, it's gorgeous up there. It was
really
gorgeous.
Very art decor, and it's just such a shame it's fallen into disrepair. Has anyone else picked it up? No?
Well, no, I think there's a campaign going down here that, to try and get it going again, but it's going to cost millions now.
Yeah, of course it
You
will.
know, because the ceiling in the dining room has collapsed in. It's all terrible there now. But then the swimming pool was lovely. It wasn't very big.
No.
But it was lovely. We used to do aerobics there on a Friday.
Did you? Right, okay.
And I used to go swimming there as well, which was lovely.
Yeah, I bet it was.
It's such a shame. Such a beautiful building.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Gosh, I can't think what year we went there. It would have been before 1979 anyway.
Yes.
Sort of around that time.
Yeah.
Anyway,
the main reason I'm calling Chris, though, is just to confirm about Ted.
Yeah.
Hines.
Yeah.
I think he was a maintenance engineer there. And you like to say a jolly chap who was saying Lado.
That's right. He was very, very jolly.
Yeah,
oh my God, you knew my. I can't believe you knew my scoutmaster. Wow.
I'm pretty sure it was him. Yeah, lovely chap.
It will be him.
May.
I
think she worked in the canning department.
Yep, she worked in there as well.
She did.
I'm sure she was. Yeah, May. May had a very high pitched voice.
Yes.
She had a very, very high-pitched voice, but the pair of them were so good on scout camp.
So kind, very kind
very,
people.
Very, very kind people, and jolly. He was jolly.
Yeah.
What you doing, laddos? What you doing, laddos?
He'd come up to us and say that when we broke a machine. What are you doing?
But he'd pick these cans up because you got them all cheap. Can I just ask, why were you able to buy these cans cheap? What was wrong with them?
Well, what happened was, if the machines broke down, it was very manual in those days, not automated at all. We used to have to lift the cans out of what they call a kettle and put them manually on a chute that went through the labelling machine. And if that got blocked up, then these cans went flying all over the place. And, of course, they got dented. So if they got dented, then what we were allowed to do is we had a staff number. Mine was 2142. So you got a marker pen, and you put your number on the can, and those cans went into a bin. And at the end of the month, all those cans with your number on it, you got paid a couple of shillings for it, something like that. And then those cans went into the shop. So you could buy them, they had no labels on them, but they had a code on the bottom.
That's right, that's right.
The code of BV, it would be BV 0690, whatever it was. Yeah, there'd be a date on it at the bottom as well. Yeah. But BV was always baked beans.
Right.
SV was vegetable soup. And there was another one for beans and sausages as well. And spaghetti. There were all different codes on the bottom of the can. And we had a list given to us in the shop of what the code meant on the bottom of the can. So we knew what was in the tin. So really, Ted should have known what was in the tin.
He always used to get it wrong. He'd say you had the beans in there, and you'd open it up and it'd be bleeding custard or something.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
Do you know what, Sandra? Sorry, is it Joe? Sorry. You know what, Joe? Since I was 13 or 14 years old, when he was taking us on camps, and you have just told me how you got hold of these tins and why they were available, and how you knew the code. I never knew any of that. I've been waiting 13, 20, 30, 40, 50. I have been waiting 50 years to find out that piece of information.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Oh God. And it was all good quality food. And I think, I used to adore the, and he used to get these as well, the steamed sponge puddings.
All the steamed puddings, they were lovely.
Oh, they were lovely.
Absolutely lovely, yeah. We went for those. They cost about the old money.
Yeah.
Cost about 5p.
That's right.
In the old money. So, yeah, cans of beans were about 2p,
Yeah.
Baby food was a penny a tin.
I remember the baby food,
so you got all your groceries in there.
And you trusted the name. The name, if it said Heinz, you absolutely trusted that, didn't you?
They never used any additives, nothing like that. It was all pure food.
No.
That was one of his Heinz. That's where he started. He was a Quaker.
Oh, was he?
That's where he started out. Yes, he was a Quaker.
Okay.
And that's what he started out. He started it in America, obviously.
Yeah.
And he was a Quaker, and so there was no additives in the food at all. It was all pure food. So no
absolutely
nothing like that.
This story is absolutely fascinating. I'm just trying to think. So the sponge. We had treacle, we had jam sponge, we had a chocolate one.
Yeah.
We
There was spotted
spotted dick.
Spotted
Any
dick,
others? Jam.
Jam. Oh, the
Is that
jam
5?
one was lovely. Yeah.
That's 5, I think. Is it?
Yeah.
Was there any more?
About 5 or 6 of them. No, I can't remember another one.
Yes, there was.
Can't remember
I know
another
it.
one.
I know
Yeah.
it. Lemon curd.
Oh, that was it.
Lemon.
That was it. Yeah.
Lemon curd was
Yeah.
the other one.
Yeah.
They were bleeding delicious.
We loved them because we were a large family, so my mum was appreciative of all the stuff we could bring home.
They were so nice.
We had good food.
They
on that.
really were nice. And of course,
custard with all the pudding was lovely.
when did they stop making those ones?
I think they stopped making them because the microwaves came in. They used to take about 20 minutes to boil.
That's right. Yeah. That's
before
right.
you could. And then I think the thing was the opening them could be a bit precarious.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Yeah. The steam.
I think there was a bit of like what you call danger of it.
There must have been some people damaged them when that tin opener went in. If you didn't have a towel over it, you get
absolutely
coming out. But those
absolutely.
microwave ones are not a patch. You see, because the thing is, don't get me wrong, they're cooked. They are cooked. They're about a quarter of the size for a start, right?
Yeah.
Plus the treacle ones. Okay, the treacle's not. It's still on there, but in the tin ones, the treacle would congeal on the top.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Whereas the ones in the microwave, it just runs down all sloppy, and they're not a patch on those hind ones. Not at all.
Not at all.
Well, how long were you there for?
I was there for 6 years. I met my husband there.
We
got married, and once we got married, I went to night school to learn shorthand and typing, and I then went to they were like up the same road with McVitie's Biscuits, and they were advertising for a clerk for the wages department, and I went for that, and so I went. I changed to McVitie's after that, and then I used to get cheap cakes and biscuits.
Is that why you joined?
Well, not really. No. I mean, my husband was still working at Heinz, for a year before he joined the police force.
If I'd have done something like that, I would have been as fat as a house. I tell you, I would just be eating all this stuff, and it's just so difficult to shift the weight when you're older. I just can't shift it.
Tell me.
Yeah,
I can't either.
It's crazy. You wouldn't believe the amount of exercise. I'm either swimming or gym or cycling or walking or a combination of those every single day of the week, and yet I'm still putting on weight. So it's clearly something I'm eating. It's different.
I'm the same, Chris. I mean, I do all that,
do you?
and I still can't shift the weight.
No, and even
Well, there you go.
Oh no, I don't want to say that. Actually, there's someone else close, who does a lot of exercising every morning, and she's having trouble now as well. And you're like, well, what was this? So it's clearly something we're eating then, I suppose.
Something genetic, something going on there somewhere.
Genetic. Let's leave it at genetics, shall we? We'll blame that one. We'll blame someone in the past for our problems. Oh, Joe! I hope they redo that hotel because I'd love to go back there again.
We are campaigning like mad down here. It's such an iconic building.
Oh, it really is.
It's beautiful, but they fenced it all off now, so you can't get in there.
Oh, really?
I used to love going there on a Friday. Absolutely love it. So it's such a shame. But the people that own it live abroad, obviously, and they're not interested.
They're not
interested at all. They just want to let it go into rack and ruin. So they can sell the land, I think, basically.
Right.
Because the land would be worth a fortune.
Is the building a protected building, is it?
I'm not sure if it's Grade 2 listed. I'm not sure. It might well be. It might well be.
It wouldn't surprise me because
about it at the moment. But
because it was definitely art decor, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, it is definitely art decor. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Beautiful place.
Yeah, when I first moved here 20 years ago, it was in a better state then.
Right.
It was lovely because I used to go swimming there every Friday. So. In a better state then, but they just let it go to rack and ruin. Once they had that high winds, I think a few years ago, and the ceiling in the ballroom fell in,
right.
That was it.
Yeah.
That was it. It's going to cost too much to repair it, so they didn't bother.
You say you moved here 20 years ago, or where you are now in Weymouth. Where were you before that? In the same sort of area?
I was in Pinner, Middlesex.
Oh, so you've moved right out, haven't you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, my husband and I always planned to move down here.
Yeah.
When he retired. Sadly, he didn't make it. He died at 52.
52?
Unfortunately. So, yeah, it was a sad thing, but I won't go into detail. But, yeah, so 6 years after he died, the kids kept saying to me, you should do it, Mum. You should still do it because Dad wants you to do that. So, unfortunately, I had a friend living down here at the time. So she helped me viewing places, and we went around, and I settled in this lovely bungalow, beautiful bungalow, and got lovely neighbours. So I was really lucky, because I'm on my own.
Yeah.
So you take a chance, you know.
That's
but having my friend down here already, it helped a lot.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Because I nearly moved up here to Lincolnshire a couple of times. But I'm so involved now in stuff down where I live.
Yeah,
the church, the swimming pool. Not necessarily. I don't have anyone really come around to the house.
No.
I don't really have friends come around to the house because the friends that I do have are generally in London. That's the thing. So it can be a bit lonely, I suppose.
Yeah.
Do you get a little bit lonely sometimes? Do you? There?
I never feel lonely, Chris.
Really,
never
Joe?
have done.
Do you belong to?
I've got.
Carry on.
Sorry, yeah, I do belong to a few clubs. Well, not a few clubs. A few. What can I say? Groups of people. We have the same interests. That's what I do. A lot of cross stitch and stuff like that. So I go to a sewing group. You know, so things like that. But yeah, and I've got lovely neighbours here. I never feel lonely. There's always something to do, somewhere to go.
Yeah.
We have live during the summer. We have live music in the park.
Do you?
Every summer, and we've got lovely people. We've got another one tomorrow. Hopefully, if the weather's not too bad, another one there tomorrow. But yeah, there's always something going on down here. Winter and summer, always. Never bored.
It's down to you as well, isn't it? All these people, you know, and to be honest, there's a lot of young people mainly, and they sit at home and then you'll see a little post on their Facebooks, I'm bored.
Yeah,
we'll go and find something to do then.
Absolutely.
It's like I said,
there's always something to do.
Yeah, it's like I said right at the beginning of the show, you know, when my work started dropping off, I was climbing the walls. I was really struggling. And eventually, most of the things I do now are things that I've invented, got off my lazy arse and done myself, you know. I don't have to be going to play the organ. I don't have to go to the gym. I don't have to go out on my bike. I don't have to go in I don't have to do any of it. But without it, what are you? Yeah, well, what are you then? What is your purpose there? What's the point of you being here?
Right.
No, and we all know people that just sit in the house and do nothing. Now, I'm not talking about housebound people. You know, my heart goes out to you if you like that. But
oh yeah, I mean, a lady across the road from me, she was housebound. Well, I used to take her out in a wheelchair, you know, but I mean, she was housebound for a few years. But I used to go across to her shopping and take her out in a wheelchair and all that sort of thing, you know. But no, I mean, there's always something to do, somewhere to go. You've just got to look for it.
I so agree with you, Joe. And that's why you're not lonely. Am I allowed to know how old you are now or not? You don't have to say.
I'm 81 now.
Oh, you see, I'm putting you near my age. So I thought to myself, because you go in your age, you think,
I'm your age. I don't feel 81. I feel younger.
Well, I'm still I'm getting away with 50. I had some lad the other day. How old are you then, mate? 63. Because I don't lie. Yeah. No point. You get found out. Yeah. How old are you? You're not 60. I am 60. I said, how old do you think I was then? He said, about 48. Happy days. Yeah. And then I'll come back because it's, you know, I'm a very jolly person. I said, are you hoping to look this good when you're my age? It's one of the things I say on the stage sometimes when I'm doing the karaoke. You know, there'd be a load of youngsters down there screaming and shouting as they look at me up here. Can I just ask you, what's your 60-year-old granddad doing tonight? Look at me.
Good on you, Chris. No, you're looking well.
All a laugh. Well. It's how you think about things, and a lot of it is how
life.
A lot of it is how you are with other people. I know people that have terrible trouble over there with this, and this. And then when you go and talk to them or you're with them and something happens, you realise it's not the other person.
Yeah.
It's how you are to other people.
Right.
And if you're a bit of an idiot in front of other people, then they're going to be the same back to you, aren't they? You know.
Oh, so, yeah.
Wow.
There you go. Anyway.
Well, absolute pleasure to talk to you, Sandra. Thanks ever so much for calling in.
I finally got through. I had a bit of trouble getting through, but finally got there.
Oh, that was you, was it, my love? Yeah.
It was me. I
couldn't hear you.
Julie was still had her phone still connected. I kept going through to Julie.
What, you were going through to Julie, were you? Oh, how strange.
I was getting through to Julie. Yeah, the phone was obviously still connected somewhere.
Well, there you go. You've
Anyway.
gained another friend now. Then in the form of
Yeah,
Julie.
well, I'm glad she was there tonight. I'm getting a bit concerned about it. Not
Yeah,
being there
me
for 2
too.
weeks.
Me too.
Yeah.
Lots
yeah,
of love,
yeah.
Sandra. Joe, thank you, darling.
Joe. Lovely, Chris. Nice to speak to you. Take
You
care
too.
now.
Bye-bye, my love. Bye-bye now.
Bye. Bye.
How lovely. I just love finding out people. I know most of you are too shy to call in. I get that, you know. I mean, how many people do you ever call in a normal radio show? Bet you don't, do you? You think about that LBC and all that. You get the same people on there, and some people I like to listen to, and other people I think, oh no, not her again. There's one that rings Nick Abbott actually on a Saturday night. I don't always listen, and she's, oh hello Nick, how are you? She's in Croydon. I can't think of her name now. I hope she's not there tonight. What we're doing this. Do you fancy doing another little quiz then? Let me see what I've got here. Let's do a true or false type quiz for you. Okay, hang on a minute. Let's do this. True or false? Okay, let's do that one. Let's do a true or false. All right, pay attention now. It's time for tonight's true or false.
True or false? True or false? True or false? True or false? Yeah! Send your answer into Chris. Only on United Kingdom Talk. True or false?
Right, I'm going to give you a true or false question. It's really easy, this gang. You only have to answer true or false, okay? So tonight's true or false question. The record distance cycled in one day is 637 miles. The record distance cycled in one day is 637 miles. Is that true or is it false?
True or false? True or false? True or false? True or false? Yeah! Send your answer into Chris. Only on United Kingdom Talk. True or false?
All right, get your answer in, gang. Just answer true or false. And to get your answer in, either text it in on 07460 143393, or you can use WhatsApp on the same number, 07460 146693. Okay, true or false? The record distance cycled in one day is 637 miles. Is that true or false? Answer true or false by texting in your answer to 07460 143393, 07460 143393, or you can use WhatsApp on the same number, 07460 143393. So get those answers in, my loves, and we'll come to those in a moment. Dean in Surrey, he loves spotted dick. He loves the spotted dick pudding there, and he's also eating. He likes Christmas cheese balls. Do you, my love? I've got those cheesy whatsits. I might have some soup. Mind you, I did have toast. I don't like to overeat, especially like late at night, you know, because a bit up early and all that. All right. We saw where's Paul Adamson. There you are, Paul. Paul has sent in a little message. Hi, Chris. So happy the rain has returned. Lawn returned to green, although drought killed off half of the lavender at the front of our house. Oh, that's a shame. I like lavender in people's houses, outside in their gardens. I run my hands along it. Oh, it's lovely, that lavender, isn't it? He says, the heavy rain was great. First test of my new conservatory roof. Slight small leak, which I've already fixed. Good lad. Good lad. Paul is one of those talented people that can put up a conservatory. He bought the kit and put up a conservatory. I wish I could do that sort of thing. Maybe I will be able to one day. I could get my nephew in. Yeah, he's gonna fix my veranda at some point. Because that's a bit dodgy. I wouldn't need I could have a conservatory put on the side of this caravan. What for? You know what I mean? Just doing it for the sake of doing it. Unless you need the space. So I know one of my aunts actually, she's got a little bit of money coming from my other aunt, and she's having an extension bought on her house. Well, she's on her own. What for? He's just kind of doing it to soak up the money, I think. Anyway, right. Okay, let's have a look at your answers here. This morning's, tonight's true or false question. The record distance cycled, in one day is 637 miles. Oh, we were talking about that earlier, weren't we? Can you just imagine how sore your bum would be after cycling 637 miles? Or that would be painful, wouldn't it? That's got to be painful. Anyway, the record distance cycled in one day is 637 miles. Is that true or is it false? Your answers coming through. My friend Paul Adamson, a Star Trek fan, he reckons it's false. Shania on the Isle of Wight, she says false. I've still got this ocular migraine. That's unusual. It's right over there now. It's not so bad now. It's moved. It's over there now. That's not happened before. God, I've had that a long time tonight. Shania reckons it's false. Oliver and Laura in Richmond upon Thames, they reckons it's false. Oh, you won't have bikes, will you, Oliver and Laura? I bet they got a Range Rover. A Mercedes living in Richmond. You won't have bikes. What car have you two got? Go on, tell me. Tell me what car you got. Oliver and Laura in Richmond upon Thames, they reckons it's false. Okay, thank you. False there. Patricia in Manchester, she reckons it's true. Okay. Who's this now? I haven't got your name. Someone who hasn't sent me a name there. Hang on a minute. There we are. It says false. It's actually false. They've got another message here, which I'll come to that in a moment. Your other message there, okay? I don't know how I've managed to miss that. Dean in Surrey reckons it's true. Thank you, Dean. Let me just bring that other message up in case I lose it. There we go. I'll come back to that in a moment. Sandra in Rugby. Thank you, Sandra. She reckons it's false. Thank you, Sandra. And Matt Martins says Jake and I and the entire family are going to go with true. So, is it true or is it false? Right, okay. So today's true or false question. The record distance cycled in one day is 637 miles. It is true. Wow. True. Christopher Strasser from Austria averaged 26.56 mile an hour for 24 hours in 2021. It's true. The record distance cycled in any one day is 637 miles. That is something. Gosh. Oh, you must have a really sore bum after that.
True or false? True or false? True or false? True or false? Yeah! Send your answer into Chris. Only on United Kingdom Talk. True or false?
Well done, everyone. Anyone who put true there, was a couple of you there. I would never have put true for that. 630, 24. How can you cycle for 24 hours? I can't keep my eyes open for more than a few hours at a time, to be honest. Right, this unknown person who's been texting in, finishing with the number 56. Don't worry, that's all I'm going to read. Says, where are we now? Checkbook and pen, and I'm 45. Bully eye on Sunday as night as a kid with my mama. My grandfather was at the put on from County Durham. Okay, Nana and 1 as LOK. Thank you very much. Treacle tart. This person liked treacle tart and pink slice custard. I know that one. The pink sponge custard. They're at a place called Seaham where the sea glass is from. Google Tommy is a lovely little place. Glass Beach where I live, where I was. Alien was filmed. Alien's a film, okay. All right. And it's Adam. It took him 4 years to pedal 10,000 miles on my bike. I think that's all right. 4 miles, 10,000 miles. So what's that a year? 2,500 miles a year. That sounds a lot of miles to me. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Adam. Oh, I just got a load of other answers coming in here. Sorry. They've only just dropped in. Leslie McWhirter, she reckons the answer was true. Thank you, Leslie. In Glasgow with that lovely accent. Stu and Sarah, also, they think it's true. Thank you, Stu and Sarah. Maybe I should give it a little bit longer for the answers to drop in. Roy reckons it was false. Thank you, Roy. Maureen reckons it was true. There we are. Mike Rees-Ponto reckons it's true. Thank you, Mike Rees-Ponto. And Jason Hughes reckons it's false there as well. I think that's everyone there. I don't know why they took a little while. Maybe I should give it a little bit longer for the answers to drop in there. Let's have a look here. Hi, Chris. Great show. Someone, again, no name on there, finishing with a number 85. Hi, Chris. Great show. You need... hang on. It's gone. I think it's gone. Migraine gone. It's gone. Yep. Hi, Chris. Great show. You need to borrow Sandra's, Bob, and Brad's eye massager for your migraine. What is an eye massager? Is that a thing? Is that an actual thing? I've never heard of such a thing. Thank you very much, 85. I haven't got your name there, so there we are. Dean in Surrey. Have you got a sore bottom by cycling? Put the saddle back on. Very good. Do you think there are actual people who take the saddle off? Would be a terrible mess, wouldn't it? Right, Andy Eglerton. Here we go. Andy, I mean, you're not pronouncing it correctly. Oh, God, this is an hour and a half old, this message. This is how busy we've been tonight. I'm sorry it's taken such a long time to go with your messages, but obviously as more people come, it's gonna. That's just the name of the game, really. Andy, it's Eggleton, as in Wiggleton. Eggleton. Eglerton. Eggleton, as in Wiggleton. Eggeton. I still can't say it. I can't say it, Andy. Wiggleton, as in Wiggleton. So, Eagleton. Eagleton, yes? Is it Eagleton? I'll try and remember that now. Otherwise, I'll be spoken about on that chat site. Oh, dear me. I sit there chuckling away. Maureen, bread and butter pudding would be nice to cook. Oh, that's a very good one. My mum used to make that. Yeah, that's another thing I didn't respect my parents too well. I was very, very bad. As we talked about that last week, didn't we? To Matt Martins, I didn't give them the proper respect that they deserved. I had the best parents in the world, I tell you. Bread and butter pudding. Thank you, Maureen. That's a great one. Yeah, my mum used to make that. My dad loved it. He'd have a whole thing. She had this metal thing that she used to make the stuff in. Great big metal thing it was, and he'd have the whole thing. Oh, it was delicious. I don't think I had it then, actually. Bread and butter pudding. That was made because, why did that come about? Was that because of bread and stuff that was left over from someone else's cooking? I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah, to so that you don't waste things. I don't like to waste food of any shape and size. I really hate chucking food away. I've actually got some burgers in there. Tomorrow is the last day, and then I've got another one that's going to be out of date. The only thing is, my nephew's lovely wife is coming over tomorrow morning, Stacey, to do a little cooking video with me. I think we're going to do hot pot. I think we're doing vegetable hot pot. I got all the stuff from Tesco's yesterday. Was Tesco's just down the road. One of them mini Tesco's. And I got all the stuff in there. It includes swede again, not turnip, swede. I discovered this week that turnip is not the same as swede. They're two different things. Yeah, when we were doing the comments and questions show, not yesterday, the one before, there was a couple of people saying that turnips are the same as swedes, but that apparently they're not. They're different things. Hi to Paul and Lou. They're joining us a little bit late. Never mind, Paul and Lou. You're not usually there for the chat show anyway, are you two? Paul and Lou? I'm not sure you're there. Usually. I like that one, bread and butter pudding, Maureen. Do you make that, my love? I bet you make it, don't you? I'm just going to try and say Andy's name again. Eagleton. I hope that's right. Does that sound all right, Andy? Now, does anyone else want to call in? Anyone else want to call in at 020 8144 3477 is my phone-in number, all right? 020 8144 3477 if you fancy a chat. If you ring up, I'd love to call in, but I don't know what to say. Don't worry, I will pull it out of you, so to speak, or I'll try anyway, okay? I can lead the conversation if you don't really... If you just want to ring up, do you know, I'd like to talk to him, but I don't know what to say. Ring up and I will talk to you. All right? Don't worry about that. Matt, here's a message from my mum, Lorraine. I've got a question for you, Lorraine. Was Matt a good boy? I bet he wasn't. He comes across as one of those naughty boys. Stealing apples and things like that from people's fields. Lorraine says, you mentioned your mum today. I was wondering, what would you do if you could spend the entire day tomorrow with your mum if she was still around? What would your agenda look like? I have to ask you a question on that question. In this sense, did she never go away, or has she gone and come back? Because it will be different answers. Okay? So, if I could spend the whole day with my mum tomorrow, would that be like she's still here, right? Or would it be like she's gone and now come back? Which is it? And then I can answer the question. Sorry to answer a question. And also, was Matt Martins a good little boy when he was little, or was he a bit naughty? You know, getting up in the middle of the night and helping himself to the biscuit jar. Let us know, okay? Now, I just want to see if I've done all these other messages here, okay? I need an eye massager, I think. I don't know, really. Lisa Lewis is there. Hello, Lisa. All right, darling. Lisa's just joining us. Just back from Sharon and Martin's charity event, now in the hotel. It was really good. I'm glad to hear that, Lisa. Which hotel? Are you at the Gulf or the Petwood or the Eagle? I think it's called the Eagle now. Which one are you at, Lisa? I'm glad you had a time. So has that finished now? She'd be home now, wouldn't she? A bit late for me to go around there now. I bet they're knackered, didn't they? Didn't they have Did they have little competitions and raffles and things? Did you win anything, Lisa? I'm still here. Look, I can't believe I'm still here tonight. There we are. And the funny thing is, we still haven't done any of those news stories I've got, have we? We haven't got around to that. We've been sitting here 3 hours. I always got a bit upset with myself years ago when I was doing the chat show, not on the present run, if you see what I mean. Not on the present run of lives, but years ago I'd have this long list of stuff to talk about, and if I got to the end of the show, and which was, I think it was only an hour long then, if I got to the end of the show and I hadn't done something, I used to be quite angry with myself. You know, you should be doing this show. But it was only a couple of months ago I suddenly realised, actually, you like just the general person-to-person side of things. You like your messages read out. You like a little bit of contact rather than me just reading out stories from the newspaper, don't you? That's what we used to do in the mornings. We'd read stories out of the nursepaper and sort of have little comments and discussions on them. Because I used to do this show every morning about 4 years ago now, I think it was. Every morning at 9 o'clock, I think it was, or 9:30, something like that. I used to do one of these. We used to play bingo. That was all right. Maureen, I think, did Maureen play it? I can't remember now. Maureen played it. I know some of you, we used to play bingo on here every morning. Right, Matt. Here's my mum's two answers. Number one. Matt was... Oh, I found this hard to believe, Matt. Matt was a delightful and positive young man who has loved God very deeply ever since the young age of 7, and because of his faith, he has made an impact on many around him and has always been very mature, and would prefer the company of adults as a child rather than hang out with the other kids. There you go. So he was a good boy, apparently. You see, it's a weird thing. I now prefer the company of children to adults because adults just bore me to tears. They just bore me. And then when you try and play with people's kids, they just, why are you saying that to her or him? Why are you teaching them bad habits? I never grew up. Right. And the other answer, I meant in the sense as if your mum was still alive and in the prime years of her life, as in fully able to do most things with ease. Matt shared us how close you were with her, and I would just like some insight on what's an ideal day I would like you and her in it from your perspective. So if I could see Mum tomorrow, what would we do? We'd probably go on a little outing to the seaside, maybe, to Bracklesham Bay, because that's where we went as children. And I would like to have taken her out to afternoon tea somewhere and do the things that we used to do as children. A trip round Richmond Park, a trip to Epsom Downs, a trip to Oxshott, Leaf Hill, Box Hill. Restaurant maybe. Not a Harvester, a really posh one. But a posh one where she could eat food proper. Yeah. She did mention that she'd like to go on holiday with me, but selfish old me didn't do that. I would like to do that. Yeah. So that's the sort of day, I think, really. I'd certainly like to have taken her to Claridge's. And she would have had her own room there. So they're the things that I would do. I think was her name Lorraine? Lorraine. All right. Hope I've answered that all right for you there, my love. Lisa, she's had a lovely day with Sharon and Martin's charity event. Don't forget Butler's Empire is tomorrow night. Okay, instead of tonight. Well, it would have finished now anyway. It's tomorrow night. I think it's 8 o'clock. I've got a feeling it'll be at 8 o'clock at the same time as it should have been tonight. I'm just guessing that, though. You should check their schedule, really, for up-to-date information. And Lisa says, Sharon let me follow her to show me where the hotel was. So which hotel are you at, Lisa? We need to know what hotel you're at, my love. All right. Thank you, darling. We mentioned right at the beginning of the show the chair that I fell off the other week. That now has had complete failure and can no longer be used. So I'm hoping to go out and maybe find a new chair this week, even maybe a table as well, actually, because the table is starting to deteriorate. The problem is I don't look after these things. Yeah, that chair has been in the garden summer and winter. Oh, of course, it's gone rotten, hasn't it? You know, if I put these things away in the shed, and there's a perfectly good shed, I can't be bothered to do that. I'll just leave it out there. It'll dry off in the sunshine. Well, fat chance of that in the winter, dear. And whereas my sister looks after stuff and she puts this oil on her wooden stuff so that it doesn't disintegrate. And I can't be bothered to do that, to be honest. Perhaps I'm just too lazy. There we are. Now, I want to just, if you fancy some free electricity, because I got this email this week from Octopus, who are my electricity provider. Electric and gas we do. Octopus, right? And you've got weekend happy hours coming out. All right? It says here, get some free power at the weekends when you use less electricity during weekday tea times. Now, this has been going on for some time with Octopus. I swapped over to them about 2 or 3 years ago now, and I find them excellent. If you've got a problem, you ring up and someone English answers the phone. No disrespect to people in other countries who are answering the phone, but I prefer to speak to someone in this country who knows what the hell they're talking about. Plus, and again, no disrespect to people's accents or anything like that, I have a blooming job understanding some of these people in other countries. Are you supposed to get anything fixed if you can't understand you? You know? Anyway, Octopus are doing free power. So the idea is, if you get an email, and the email says, use less electricity than you normally do between 6 and 7, or 7 and 8, or 6 and 8, or 5 and 6, whatever it is. It's usually at that time in the afternoon. If you do that, we will give you some free electricity. And they just up the game with this. So the email, and you can find this on the Octopus Energy website, a step-by-step guide to a happy weekend. It says, join Octo Plus, which is part of Octopus, it's a thing, and saving sessions. Now, you will need to have a smart meter to be able to do this, right? And a direct debit. My direct debit is £69 a month I pay for my gas and electric. Bear in mind, I have got solar panels and also battery backup as well. So I don't really use that much electric and gas. It then says, look out for our power down saving sessions invites and opt-in. So what happens during the day, you get an email from Octopus. And it says, save electricity between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. tonight, or whatever it is, 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. So you delay your cooking or your washing until after 7, and then they give you something back in the space of free electricity. So if you opt into that and then do what you say you're going to do, i.e. use less electricity than you usually do, you can then unlock an hour of free electricity at the weekend. Not only that, you can schedule your own hour between a certain time. Okay, it says schedule your happy hours. Bookings open towards the end of the week, so head off to your dashboard. That's the internet little app thing that you've got with Octopus, and pick a time slot that suits you. If you've lots stacked up, you can use 2 hours at a time, so you don't even have to use 1 hour then. You can stack it up. And so your idea is, you get to Saturday, 10 a.m. Saturday, right? Click. Your free electricity starts, your washing machine goes on, your tumble dryer goes on, you start doing batch cooking, you heat up your water, all in that time of free electricity. What a brilliant idea. And the reason they're doing this, it saves them money, right? Because if you all save electricity at peak hours between 6 and 7, they don't have to fire up a gas generator. And it costs an awful lot of money to do something like that. And if they haven't got to fire that up because you save some electricity, they give it to you back again on at the weekend completely free of charge. So it's worth doing. It's worth doing that. It really is. All right. So that's how you can get your free electricity. Go to Octopus Energy and type in saving sessions weekend or free electricity, and you'll find it on there. More about that. Okay. All right. Matt Martins says, thanks very much for your answer. How us viewers would absolutely love to see one of your upcoming videos feature an outing with you and your mum. Oh, if only. If only I could. If only I could. It would be part of the greatest hits playlist of your channel. Matt says, I've learnt to really take advantage of every moment that I have with my mum, keeping in mind that life is short and quality time with a parent must never be taken for granted. You're so right. You're so right. Let's have a look here. Adam. Adam says, raffles. I love a good raffle. I can win a bike. There you go. Actually, wasn't there a bike raffle at the Butler's Empire thing this evening, or was that a different thing? I think they had a bike on a raffle or something. I'm sure they did. A high quality bike as well, yeah. Steph loves the sense of humour. Thank you, Steph. Oh, what have I done there? Have I done something? No. Sorry. Steph loves a sense of humour. Sunday night is fun. Thank you very much, Steph. You just laugh at everything, Steph. You know, you something horrific in the news, just sit there and laugh at it, right? I mean, you wouldn't... Someone... Oh, I can't tell you who it is. Someone I have... I used to have a really wicked sense of humour. Some of the stuff we used to come out with, honestly. Dawn says false. You're a bit late, Dawn. That's only just come in, Dawn. False. Sent at 21:16. I think we'd finished by then, Dawn. Right, one final comment and we're going to go, okay? And that's from Paul Adamson, who says, do people have a photo where they barely recognise themselves? I do. It's this one. I can't see myself in it. I wouldn't have said that. You looks like you even. Is that an AI or is that actually you, Paul? He says Apple are launching the all-new iPhones on September the 9th, probably including the expecting folding phone, which is going to cost an arm and a leg. Don't need a folding. What do I need a folding phone for? Don't need one. I don't need one, do I? Anyway, we're going to wrap it up there. Thank you ever so much. 3.5 hours. And the funny thing is, the one person who wanted me to do a really long show was our Mark, and he's not there today. He's probably with his little boy SJ, which is more important anyway. Having a nice little time with him. He loves his son. He really loves his son. Hang on a minute. Did I Oh, it really is you, is it? Gosh, I'm finding it hard to believe somehow. Hang on a minute. I've lost my WhatsApps now. Hang on. Oh, that's probably that's what flashed up then, is it? WhatsApp. There we go. Oh yeah, Matt Martin's there. He says, thank you very much for the lovely show tonight. We really enjoyed the extended version. Well, just a one-off, I'm afraid. I'm not sure even I could sit here and carry on doing like 3.5, 4 hours every day. If we had a few more phone calls, I would have gone for 4 hours, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. Thank you very much for watching. Another one of these little ones, back to our usual 2 hours or slightly less next week for you at 6 o'clock on this channel. Tuesday's video will be a walk around my local church, and it finishes up with me taking you to the organ, and I'll play you a couple of hymns on the organ in the church. So that's coming up on Tuesday night at 6 o'clock on this channel. If you're not doing anything tomorrow morning, join me for my radio show. It's at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Just an hour, 9 to 10. Chat, music, competition. You get to vote on a tune and all sorts of things going on there. That's tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you very much for all your messages. It's been a pleasure sitting here chatting to you as usual. And if you want, could you do little thumbs up, maybe hypes, and even maybe share my shows to your Facebook wall so that I can entertain even more people. All right. I'll see you again very soon. Look after yourselves. Cheerio now.